finally here. Hello everyone, how is everybody today? I'm pretty groovy. I'm excited to watch this. DSP presents his 15-year Legacy half-ass video, and it was cringe. I'm excited. But first, there's something that's very important we do first. And I actually closed down the tab like an idiot. Let me bring it back up. It is about our new found interest in this dude on Twitch, this Dan guy. This Redemption Gaming or whatever his name is. Apparently he was telling the truth the whole time. And this information comes to us from Twitter, from this gentleman here, Dent Investigator, Shiro Ishii. And he clarifies that it kind of is a lot to say, but Redemption Games is a longtime fan who happens to be named Daniel. He is not Dan the Man, contrary to what we were all thinking. I'm going to go ahead and lump you all in with me. I don't like to be guilty by myself, if you all don't mind. He legitimately does just have the same name. And someone did an investigation into it and figured out that, Dan the Man lives in the East Coast, whereas this dude does not. He lives in the Philippines. There's a lot of other things, such as his age doesn't line up with what both of them have said. So there's enough inconsistencies to demonstrate that this dude is not the same dude. Which makes me feel a little bad that we laid into him. But at the same time, he'll get over it. Now, what he needs to feel bad about is this. I mean, I'm sure he does. Dude looks like an orc from Oblivion. Holy damn, man, that's rough. That's a rough way to be. Anyway, so that's cleared up. He's not Dan the Man, but he is still an extreme weirdo. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to the stream, everyone. We got Ice Yamato, Lackey Bracky, Surprised Asian Man, Joel L. Tractor, Velerin, JDX, and Little Shadow. Speaking of Little Shadow has gifted us something for the giveaway later. He graciously donated a game code, so that'll go up in a couple hours. But let's get back to this 15-year Legacy video.
Hello everyone, DSP here. Bet you're probably shocked that we're finally meeting face to face, although you kind of look like my camera, which is a little odd. But anyway.
Ooh, this is a good one. Hold on.
Camera, which is a little odd. But anyway.
Right there. Okay. So DSP has an interesting chin situation. He has this primary chin, and then he has a second line of defense chin, and then he has this third chin. People say he has a weak chin. No, his chin has backup. In case this one fails, he's got two more to, fill the gap. I don't know. I think if you hit this dude, you'd break your hand. Because one jaw is already pretty strong.
I used to have a channel on YouTube called Darkside Phil. Extremely popular.
What happened to it?
Over 76 million views. Had just about to hit 60,000 subscribers. And then YouTube shut me down.
So we're starting off with, we've got the second line of dialogue is, I'm a victim. Also, this old footage of him standing against his wall, it looks like ISIS videos. Hey, we captured this guy. We're going to behead him. Say death to America first. I myself am a former pro fighting game player. We're not going to get anything out of this dude. Let's just go ahead and behead him.
1,000 subscribers.
Dale Salt? I'm going to watch some Dale video here in a little bit.
Bottom line is this, I went into work today and they laid me off.
Victim segment number 2.
Full-time job. I'm unemployed. What's going on, everyone? DSP here with another episode of DSP's Inbox.
Who's this guy? That one right there. No. This one. No. There we go. There it is. This is the clip right here. Or this is the image. Phil Burnell had many warning signs about what was going to happen next. Many of his neighbors stated that he was a very odd individual, yelling to himself at night, screaming obscenities and racial slurs at no one. Yeah, Ken's theme. Very good. I didn't notice that. Well, DSP is Knuff. This was the worst beard pattern. That was just terrible.
Here we go. Okay. Here we go. So we are not only streaming this, we are also doing direct capture for YouTube.
John sways
so
around a lot.
This is going to be a great opportunity
we gotta do that.
for us to stream and then test the quality of the video on YouTube later.
I feel like I'm in the future, Phil. Or fly cars will be coming
Or
by
5 years ago when everyone started doing direct feed and I didn't. You know.
This is awful. It's just it's image after image of him staring dead-eyed at the camera. Like this. This is your 15-year legacy? What is this moment reflecting right here? Oh, he moved to Washington. Okay, thank you. I didn't realize the subtext there. Is that there for all of them? October 2012. Nothing happening. He's just kind of hanging out. And then...
Welcome to the stream and or to YouTube. We are recording this to YouTube as well, like we always do. And welcome to our brand new home in Washington State.
This is negative. This is very toxic. It shows him aging in live action.
I've been DDoS attacked.
Victim.
For about 4 days straight. It started back on Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, non-stop.
Is this nothing but an anthology of victimhood?
5 days straight, because it also continued into
This is
Tuesday.
sad.
I was DDoS attacked by someone who had my IP address. Today, as I was streaming Batman Arkham Knight
you shouldn't have seen
earlier,
anything, really. This is terrible.
Someone called my local police department and told them that I was either in the process of murdering or had murdered my girlfriend.
First of all, this is already better than whatever DSP would have done.
This is a major crime. This is not a prank. This is not a joke. This is not trolling. This is not criticism.
You weren't swatted, by the way. You had a wellness call.
This is attempted murder. That is what swatting is. Because what
you're
trying to do,
you can't kill me. I'm like Fidel Castro. You're going to have to try a lot more times.
I was lucky that I called them ahead of time.
In memoriam to Phil. Everyone loved this guy.
Oh, the camera's on.
Oh shit! Negative moment. This is the man who did nothing wrong. He did everything correct. And worked his way into the hearts of millions by begging non-stop and yelling at children, telling them that their interests sucked, and hating everything he looked at. This is the man who was maxing out credit cards like it was going out of style.
Here, and welcome to a special video that we've been planning on working on for a while. Kat has been living with me now for a month. In fact, as of tonight, well, as of midnight tonight, you'll have been here exactly 1 month.
I want to get a picture of her looking straight at me. Hold on, let me see if I can find a good picture of this dude. Kat always reminded me of this guy. I don't know who's got it worse, though, for the comparison. There you go. Something about her jaw. She's got that Robert Zadar jawline. Anyway. Oh, wrong one.
Yeah. In Washington, living with me. In the last year, I have made a very conscious effort.
That's kind of toxic.
To basically
that shows that he's not really bothered by it.
What I consider to be kind of my work life, my online streaming, my videos on YouTube from my personal life.
If you changed the music a little differently, this could be evidence admitted in the court. Jurors, look at this man.
Ladies and gentlemen,
is this a man who needs to be out on the streets?
Oh, he's playing with this. Oh, here we go.
Cat is smoking hot, dude.
Yeah, here we go. Perfect.
Cat's biggest crime is she's not really even ugly. She's very weird looking. Like, she looks like a low polygon character. If you ran in a cat in GoldenEye, you would not think it's a little bit odd at all. Oh, there's Cat. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say Phil's dishwasher. Yeah. It's cool, man. Everyone gets a mulligan. He included the cat scam. I think a cool edit you could do with this video, though, is if someone really had the time, they go through each month and point out what the current drama was, the best drama at that month. So, you know, you got your cat reveal, you got masturbation, you could have it all there. Married, lied about getting married. An actual 15-year legacy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to our pet. Oh, he's playing with this. Oh, here we go.
It's kind of like how Stalin would erase people out of pictures. It's panda erasure. I don't know what you talk about. Panda? Never heard of her.
Yeah,
we didn't say it was a her. I never heard of him.
This is Jasper, ladies and gentlemen. Jasper the cat.
Cat scam. T-posing. Yoshi man. Confused. Angry. Confused again. It's just a lot of confusion. That is DSP's 15-year legacy. Confusion all the time. Oh my lord. Dead. He does look like he's going through decomposition sometimes. How is this not a wake-up call to you, DSP? How do you not watch this and think, oh god, this is my 15-year legacy right here is this. Still shots of me staring off into nothingness, looking tired, confused, and angry. What a legacy. Alright, we're now up to current modern year. God, he aged like shit, man.
Peace out, my friends. Have a good one.
Not too good, hey, Phil?
Oh, hello. So,
yeah, that's dreadful.
What'd you guys think? What'd you think of that video? Did you like it?
That was so terrible, I think you gave me cancer.
Oh man, was I muted this whole time? I'm so sorry. What I was basically saying was this whole video is probably more hurtful than anything the detractors have made in a while, because it shows that this dude actually has no legacy whatsoever. He has no epic gaming moments. There's no cuts to hilarious, funny gameplay footage. There's no cuts to amazing, cool demonstrations of skill. There's no cuts to cool-ass takes that he had about something. Oh, check out this movie. This movie's going to be amazing. You know, nothing like that. It's several minutes of him staring off into nothingness, punctuated by moments where he's a victim. That's ultimately his legacy, is standing there confused and dead-eyed and waiting for victim segments. This is incredibly insulting. Like, this would hurt my feelings if this was made about me. I would have probably banned the person that submitted this. But other things insult DSP. Mean, toxic things hurt DSP. But this doesn't hurt his feelings somehow. Whatever. We're going to watch LTG. Yeah, I was speechless. I was stunned and befuddled by what I was looking at. Did he watch it beforehand? He should send that to his parents. Hey, Mom and Dad, here's what I've been doing with my life. Pretty cool, huh? I think his dad would drown himself out there in the fishing lake. That's no good.
Scrubs are lucky I don't use Brian. Dumbass, bot ass, use this character.
Oh, he's just naturally blurry.
Glitches. Kazuya.
What you got for us, Dale? Look at this kick-ass aura. He's got a cat tree.
Bro, how does Tekken 8's demo have 16 characters, almost as much characters as Street Fighter 6's? It's kind of wild to me.
Is that a complaint or an amazement? I can't really tell with this dude sometimes. Everyone's always sucking his dick in chat. You think DSP has a lot of LARPers? No, LTG has him beat when it comes to LARPers.
Bro, I've literally...
Yeah. Do that one. That one's always a solid choice.
Never played Tekken on the PS5 pad. This is gonna be a disaster, maybe.
Wait, that image reminds me. That's what DSP needs to do. DSP needs to get some collagen injections in his bottom lip. Come on, the landslide, no escape. Oh, I get it. I see what you gotta do. You guys are doing lyrics?
Nah, they didn't even announce Yoshimitsu yet. You don't think it's live yet? Somebody said it was.
Everything in this life leads to soul enlightenment. There you go. There's my lyric. This game looks pretty, though. It's very nice. This is not. Is this what Mitch Hepburn was talking about? That Bigfoot's just naturally blurry? Dale is naturally blurry. Can't do this before stream. Read my previous message when you get the chance. Okay, what are you saying, JDX? Alright, give Leanna...
Oh yeah, remember,
Give her Leanna that turbo thrust service.
Remember...
God damn it, this is just sexual harassment stuff. No, there's stuff...
Remember when I played some
ass
who paid me $20 to try to play me in the set
JDX, you get me every time
in Street Fighter 6? And I basically let the bum get the dub. Of course, this broke bum ass tried to upload it to YouTube. So from now on, yeah, that's never happening again. Yeah, people just always try to use my name for clout. I guess he thought he was gonna go viral or something. Thanks for your measly ass 20 months. I can't even get from A to B in my gas tank with $20.
We live in a low-income housing environment that goes by the government name of Section 8.
Weirdo.
Man, I didn't realize it was so expensive out there in the hood.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell. You could always tell when somebody's thirsty, bro. Body waste? If it's coming from a woman, it's just like...
What?
Just gold liquid just all over you.
See, that's...
Like just imagine like a hot, sexy girl that you really like.
Okay.
Just
my wife.
Hitting on you.
That's
why I said, I'm gonna just let the dude take the dub and go. You paid to play me, so all right, here you go.
This is Joshua Cornstar, by the way. He does some great stuff.
Why everybody got to be broke? Because if that's what you're doing for a climax, you got to be broke. Because that couldn't get me off as a climax.
JDX is kind of like the...
I beat Logic, alright? I beat Logic, alright? Like, you didn't make me do
There you go,
I woke
JDX.
up Logic guy and you woke up an NPC. I don't know the mechanics and shit. So I really don't know.
Gotta sniff my phone real quick. Ooh. Smell-o-vision.
The next battle.
Let's play. Let's do it. Let's kick their ass. Where's the cat at? The cat should be on the tree hanging out. This cat sucks. Any second now, we're going to see some content. It's going to blow us all away. Is there like a phone app that connects to the game? What are we looking at?
Man, it's beautiful, bro. Damn.
Wait till you start losing. Suddenly it's not going to be so pretty. It is very pretty. And it's crispy.
Ooh, this crispy.
Mustard nut. Gold liquid is that piss or honey? Oh, shit, I guess piss. 'Cause honey's a gelatinous slime, isn't it?
Wait, why is it doing demo? I don't need no demo.
Nice, nailed it.
Yeah, I might be able to play with the PS5 pad just fine, actually.
This is gonna be pretty funny. No, press the wrong button. There you go. Nailed it. You might want to practice that some more blocking.
No, what he said was, that's what
You're gonna be
Miguel
able to
says when he beats
DSP
you.
if you lose.
Sigue
Yes,
así,
easily.
y te acabarán matando. That's what Miguel says.
I don't know if that's exactly correct.
You new here?
Oh shit, this guy's going crazy. He's doing strings. Block a low attack, my guy. There you go, he nailed it.
Alright, I don't need a demo. Like, hurry up.
Yeah, LTG knows this shit. Dude, what does that even mean? What does that do? Yeah, Dale should
just
probably
got something to
focus
play
on learning
besides
one
Shrek.
language at a time.
Why is this thing so high?
He's looking in the mirror? Yeah, look at me, I'm so sexy. Bottom lip cut to precise. It is going to be kind of shocking when we get, you know, visited by aliens. They all have gigantic bottom lips. And LTG here is going to say, see, I told you. I was created in their image. LTG is better than Phil. He doesn't complain about using the PlayStation 5 controller. Not yet.
Alright, now the heat system I know nothing
yet.
about, so.
He's going beast mode. He activated heat. LTG paying any sort of attention?
You can only use it once per round, blah blah blah.
He's only paying attention to it so he can complain about it later. That heats are broken. Heats ruined the game, man. Yeah, this game looks great, Salty Wizard. I'm kind of wondering if I want to buy it, but there's no character that I want to use in the roster, the launch roster, so I don't know. Probably not.
You could chip with heat.
They don't even have my pocket characters. I have no one. Did you see that? Did you see the deer in the background spin around? Look at this dude. Is this it? Is it just training mode, man? I'm skipping that shit. I want to get to the fight. Let's see some losing. Alright, finally.
I'm gonna be rusty whoever I play. These people have been playing these characters for years, bro.
Holy shit, look at this dude. Rikamaru has been working out.
Round one.
Alright, kick her ass. This guy, his name doesn't suit him. Ryan. His name should be Slash. Or Gut Puncher or something. Brian? Brian's the dude who's always standing next to the copy machine when you need to use it. He's not this guy. Brian's next to the copy machine again. Not Brian's wearing tactical camo and punching people in the chest. Getting blocked. Okay, heat up. Heat up. Go beast mode. This game's over. Nice. Oh shit. Broken.
I don't know how to use this character.
Round two.
Yeah, Nina's pretty cool. I like her design. Dale stays simping. Yeah, he simps after dudes a lot too. Which, he says he's not gay, but, I mean, it's okay if you're gay, dude. A lot of famous people were gay. Like, Dio. And... Dio. When are you talking to your people in your head again? Probably.
Why does the scoop do that much damage?
Look at this war guru. His name's Brian. Yeah, kick her in the head.
I'm gonna have to actually relearn Brian. That sucks.
This guy looks like he gets pre-banned from bars he goes into. I like it, though. Wait, isn't Brian the guy in the headband who's singing some Cat? Yeah, that's him. I'm liking the background more than I'm liking the gameplay, because I'm not really paying attention to the gameplay. I'm looking at all the people moving around. It's kind of cool how scripted they are. You got all those dudes in the high stands waving stuff around. It looks really pretty. Even with this horrible capture quality, it looks really nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way. Even Dale can't fall for that. You can't do a super 10 minutes away from me. That being said, I'm probably gonna die. Or, you know, Dale's gonna die. I'm internalizing with Dale here. Yeah, Nina looks pretty cool. Oh, that run-up is cool as hell. It doesn't necessarily look like this person's any better with Nina than he is with Brian, though. Yeah, she's kind of just playing around. Not to use an LTGism, but she's not really impressive. She is doing kind of basic stuff, which makes it even worse that Dale's losing to it. Like, look at this. If this hits... What?
You just... What? How did...
That's on you,
dumbass,
idiot.
bot ass. You gonna wake up with a super art, bro.
Wait, what?
Ass bot.
Is that on Wake Up? Damn. Like we said, Dale needs to figure out English before he starts moving on to other languages. That was not on Wake Up. She did it while she was on her feet, in the midst of kind of poking you.
You just...
Dark Side of the Internet added a game, killing counter 3 already. Ah,
dumbass, bot ass.
Wait, isn't Brian the guy?
You gonna wake up with a super art, bro.
I only played Tekken 7, really. I didn't really play much of the older ones.
Chaz.
I remember playing that free one on PlayStation 3 for a little bit. I wasn't very good at it. And they didn't have Ryu Hayabusa, so I lost interest. On Wake Up. Now that would be on Wake Up right there. That's a Wake Up kick.
Lucky I don't have a combo yet, bro.
Bro. Yeah, this Nina's kicking your ass. That's really sad. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, you should block that.
Sorry ass. Wake up. Yes.
Dale is a failure. Fail Emmanuel Wilson.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna cut this off and get some technical combos.
Isn't it past your bedtime?
It is.
That was trash. I just don't know how to use Brian anymore.
Sure.
I don't want to mention. Already waking up with rage arts.
They start over
Garbage
each
ass
stream,
name.
John. If I watch his morning stream and his afternoon stream, the clone counter resets. Or do I do that? No, it is per day. You were right. See? I can't even figure out my own thoughts. I've been around locals too much. There is something to that, I think. I think if you surround yourself with too much idiocy, it eventually rubs off on you. Like, I find myself misusing words all the time because I watch a lot of Dale. Dale doesn't know any FGC terms. No, he really doesn't. He doesn't know anything. It's really embarrassing because this dude says all the time, I've been playing fighting games forever. But on Wake Up means when you're waking up. He has even said that in response to you waking up. No, hold on, let me recontextualize this.
Good time. Nervousness.
Dale is on the ground. And he's standing up and gets hit. He'll say that that person attacked him on Wake Up, which is not how that works. They did an Oki. They didn't do anything on Wake Up. You do things on Wake Up because you're the one waking up. And he will say, like, Wake Up Dragon Punch. He's like, dude was on his feet. He can't do Wake Up Dragon Punch. hit. I think I've been detracting the wrong locale. No, you can do both. Alright, we got all that data in. We're ready to play.
Boy, that's literally the swaggiest guest character ever.
Round 1.
The Spartan from Dead or Alive 4? That was pretty cool. Wake up bankruptcy. Yeah. My move didn't come out. You guys saw me try and do wake up bankruptcy. Alright, where's all that data coming from? Okay. Nice. Yeah, let's just go ahead and grab you. Throw your ass in the corner there. Oh man, he turned into a demon. I'm already a demon, cuz. Look at me. Bruh. Yeah, kick him. He's quit on people for doing that to him, by the way. Kicking him after the round's done. Oh, so you're gonna kick me while the round's finished. Okay. Never gonna play this guy again. Wrestling Otaku King Cobra. I can't really watch that much of King Cobra. King Cobra, he's amusing, but he's just not as interesting to me as these dudes. Then again, maybe it's because I haven't watched enough to really get into it. It's like a TV show. Sometimes it doesn't get good until season 2 or 3.
You that thirsty for one round?
Not everything's like DSP and LTG. It's coming out the gates hilarious. He didn't quit, he was practicing his free... Oh, yeah, exactly. Because I'm the only one with free will in this bitch. I think he should say that, because that's more or less what he thinks. I like his excuse for when he rage quits. He says, this is my internet, this is my electricity, this is my game. But then gets mad when other people quit on him.
I'm confused. Where'd the damage come from?
The hell's that fair? He deserves the most useful punishment. Obscurity. That's his punishment. He's just spurred to his cooking, but the more I watch the rest of him, I legit want him to do better, but he won't do it. He does seem like a rather lazy and unmotivated individual. There is something to that. Once you've accomplished the bare minimum, and you don't actually have to strive for more, a lot of people just don't bother. And the Black DSP gets hit. Nice. Yeah, I see the super moves are pretty cool. He's gonna get really pissed about that. We made the game worse with this.
Oh man, these
damn dude.
Grubs are lucky I don't use Brian. I do not want to play with this.
Does Brian not have access to grabs?
Some whack ass points. I don't play Brian, bro.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
He was using assisted combos.
What has LTG done that Phil hasn't?
Yeah,
he was on
Wild
the Challenger, admittedly. It is a pretty cool accomplishment to be on TV, I guess. And LTG has managed to do that. However, it's immediately sullied by the fact that he was kicked off the show on the first episode. So, what does that do to you, man? I was on the TV show. Really? How many episodes? 1. And he got mad about... Well, of course he got mad about it. But he basically blamed his getting removed from the show for why the show failed. Because no one really cared about any of those other people. That's partially true, but at the same time, you're still pretty narcissistic.
I don't want to play with this character.
And he insisted that the producers should have not let him been eliminated. Which, no, that's not how that works. I don't even like watching Phil Tractors anymore. Dale purposely hides his rage on Twitch and stalls the stream so yeah. Dale has gotten very boring. And he's already been pretty damn boring, but he's started to really go down with that. Even his excuses, which used to be some of the funniest shit ever, he only has 5 lines.
getting a clear.
Wi-Fi bum, mommy's basement, stepdad combos, incel, NPC. He used to be a bit more creative. How wild is that? Is it the guy? It's the other guy. This dude kicked the crap out of you, man.
Wi-Fi, bro. Means nothing to me.
No way, why? What should have the producers have done? John, he insisted that the producers should have kept him around because he was too interesting of a person and that they should have focused less on the video game thing. It would be really easy for me to find the clip where he discusses it, except that it was on Odyssey, the clip where he's discussing the show and why he got eliminated from it, and why that's why the show went downhill. Except Dale went to the administrators of Odyssey and had them remove the entire channel that was storing all these Dale videos. He didn't false flag them. He didn't copyright strike them. He went to them directly and asked them to remove the channel, which kind of says something about Odyssey. Odyssey built itself for a long time as being, we're above all the despotism that YouTube does. And then they do that kind of shit where they just delete your channel. If one person complains hard enough, they'll just delete your whole channel. I don't know. I can't look at Odyssey the same way after that. But essentially what Dale was saying was that he didn't quite understand how TV shows were made. And it's very obvious that he did not understand how TV shows are made. He was under the impression that when they're recording footage, that all that footage is going to be used. So he did a bunch of footage of him like weight training with one of the other players, doing some fights and arguments with people, drama segments, all this and that, and they recorded all of it. And then he watched the show and none of that stuff got in because they record that in case it's important or in case it's worthwhile or in case they need to pad something out. And it just didn't happen. So Dale took issue with that. He got really annoyed with it and got mad and said, they made it too much about the fighting game, too much about the Street Fighter component. They should have showed more stuff of, me and the other dude working out, us having like arguments and all this and that. There was so much cool stuff they left out, and that's why the show failed. So Survivor shouldn't be about people on the island. That should be like distant concern. It should have been about dudes working out and playing Street Fighter. It was such a dumbass argument, but that's what he was committed to. Vault Rep vid is still on YouTube. Alright, well, I'll look for it later.
Nah, I don't want to play Leroy. I don't want to play any of these characters in this demo.
Yeah, exactly. Sites trying to be alternatives. Like that just completely killed me that happened. Like, what a loser. God damn.
Nah, I don't play any of these characters, bro.
It's a constant matchup as to who's worse between LTG or DSP. But I will give DSP one thing. DSP's too lazy to spend all night flagging videos and whatnot. If you got as annoyed with DSP as you to get annoyed with Dale when it comes to flagging, we'd always be talking about DSP flagging stuff. It's been confirmed that Dale stays up till 3 or 4 in the morning flagging videos and reporting them. And he intentionally reports things incorrectly. He has been documented instructing people how to false flag. And he says stuff like, if you see a video about me, report it as terrorism. Which, I don't know. This video is pretty funny. I don't really think it's terrorism.
Not want to play with this.
He's very awful about it. And that's why it is that it's also another reason why it's kind of hard to follow Dale. It's really easy to follow DSP because you can go to his channel and look up, say, what's a good one? Oh, VR chat, when he threatened to slap that girl. And you can find it. It's right there on his channel. You can't really do that with Dale. That's why you have so many segments where you think, oh man, I remember this one thing that Dale did. Can't find a video for it. It's impossible. He's already deleted it. There was this really funny video where he was talking about how he knows that God exists because he has an asshole. And it's such an innocent video. Like, he's not really coming out and shitting on people that much. He's just sounding like an idiot. And I tried to look for it the other stream, and it's just gone. He deleted it. He's that insecure. He has to delete everything. And it blows me away because what a lame ass. What a weak individual. DSP is funny because he's constantly
just can't play with this character
because he's arrogantly stupid. Yes, I'd say that's pretty true. LTG done some worse, but both LTG and DSP are the same, cut from the same shitty cloth. They really are. They're two sides of the coin.
Nah,
It's like when you do
Leroy.
comparisons.
I don't want to play any
between,
of these characters in this demo.
hell, fighting game characters. Yeah, well, this guy's got better reach, but this guy does more damage. Well, this guy's faster, but this guy's got better plus frames. That's why I can't really say who's worse between LTG and DSP. They're both incredibly terrible in their own horrible ways.
Nah, I don't play any of these characters, bro.
I think the thing I really had an issue with
There's no
JDX
Miguel,
with,
no Fang Wei, no Dragonoff. Those are the characters I use.
I do use Dragonoff. Does LTG like Tekken 8? That's a no. DSP has copyright struck his detractor like 2 to 3 times, told people to slip their own wrists. Yes, yes. When I do these kind of things, it's never that I'm saying that DSP's good or LTG's good. No, they're all terrible. They're all terrible people. But it's like, it's kind of what I was saying about a locale fighting game. A locale fighting game would force you to reassess how you make characters in a fighting game. Because normally how you have it is, say you've got all the stats at 5. You know, you got your speed, you got your damage, you got your move complexity, all this and that. You've got all the stats at 5. And then how you adjust it from 1 to 10 is how you create the different characters. So you have to have characters have, 7 or 8 in certain skills. Like, this dude's really fast, or this guy's really powerful. With locales, if they were a fighting game character, 5 would be the max. You couldn't ever have a character have a stat at above 5. Everything would be more about how terrible they all are. And that's how I see DSP and LTG. Not a single one of them is good. It's just which one is worse than the other at little things, And that's why I get a little sad when people say that LTG isn't a very entertaining locale. He's an extremely entertaining locale. He just nukes all information about himself off the internet. You have to be live. It's kind of like wrestling stuff. They take all that shit off the internet if you try and post stuff that's not official or whatever. So LTG, weirdly enough, requires more commitment. And I can understand that, why people aren't interested in him. Because LTG has a shit ton of weird drama, too. Granted, no one's going to be able to compete with DSP. DSP has multiple stages of drama each episode. Let's see, what is this?
If I play any video on my PC,
how's it going,
like a video
King
stored
Cobra
locally,
is most tame,
it'll
his
play,
vices that screw him
but
over.
there'll be no
yeah,
audio.
King Cobra doesn't really seem
I
outwardly
have
as
no
mega
idea
toxic
why, it
as these
just
two.
won't play any audio. It's very
I'm
weird.
saying one or the other is
Then,
good, but
if I attempt to play any
they have their own
video
stats.
on YouTube in a browser window,
Cyrex is the worst? I don't even know how that's possible.
all that will happen is I'll get the endless loading ring, and it will never play. And it doesn't matter what browser I'm using, Chrome or
LTG will never be
Firefox
okay.
or whatever.
I'll put that on there to watch
It's the
later.
same thing in every browser. All right? So basically when this happens, all I got to do is restart my PC and it fixes the issue, but I have no idea why it happens. It's not
Yep,
often.
there it is.
Like
Okay.
I said, in the
Thank you
last
very much,
year, this has probably happened to me 3
I'm gonna put
times,
that on the
maybe
stream
4.
playlist.
It's a really weird glitch. The first time it happened, what? It glitched and made what?
I'm so happy that people re-upload this
The very
stuff,
first
though.
time it happened, it blew my mind. I thought my PC had died. I was like, did my speakers die? Is my sound, on the motherboard
Nah,
not
man,
working?
DSP's
Like, what
about to
happened?
start up. I can't miss the
Well,
DSP.
of course, with everything, you just
See?
restart your PC, see if it fixes, and then it fixes. So it's got to have something to do with drivers. Because here's the thing: you say, oh, maybe it's something wrong with your browser cache. Can't be, because I use 2 different browsers. Maybe it's something to do with
Maybe you're just haunted, DSP.
your video playback. No, because it's multiple things. It's the browser style video.
Browser
plus a local
style video.
It's completely 2 different kinds of video.
As
playback
opposed to what,
that has
reel
the
to
issue.
reel?
So
Hold on, I'm gonna get
whatever
out
it
my
is, guys, I'm gonna do
VHS style
graphic, not
video.
graphics, drivers or software. But it fixes. So this morning, I'm turning on the stream and
Watching it. Not right now,
nothing. I'm getting
JDX.
no audio anywhere.
Right
I'm like,
now.
uh-oh. And I can't even play because I wanted to play the music.
I do want to watch
get
it
the
because
stream
it is
started.
really
When I
funny.
couldn't get the music playing, I was like, that's not good. Why fix what's not broken? Literally every person I fought knew how to destroy Zangief. Every one of them. every time I tried to do a trick into a throw,
JDX,
they would jump right out of it.
I will watch
Every
stuff.
time that I would just do a drive impact, even randomly in the middle of the round, just for
If
variety,
you were going
they
to
would
design a
immediately
locale
counter.
fighting game, what would be
Every
the
time
individual
that I would try
attributes
to do
you would
spacing or something, they
assign?
would know
Like rage
how to get out of it and
quittiness,
get me to the
greed,
corner. And the moment
greed,
that
eating
Zangief
habits,
is in the
etc.
corner, he's lost the match. It's literally a guessing game to get out. You cannot do anything on reaction to get out of the corner because Zangief has no true reversal move. He doesn't have any move that's invincible on wake up, so he can blow out of a corner situation.
Hold on,
He's
I'm
just
thinking really
stuck
hard
there
about
and
that.
has to guess for like a perfect parry.
I would think the coolest thing you could do is have it be very basic stats for like 75% of them, and then have unique stats for each locale. Like for example, DSP or LTG has he has incredible runaway speed. He's got great backaway speed. You've got a character like Chris Chan who is extremely sticky and gross and oily. So even if you hit them, you still take a little bit of damage from touching them. So they all have their own special abilities that attaches to them. But their general stats are the same. Like, you know, you got your speed, you got your move complexity. I guess the character who would have the most move complexity would be DSP, because you have to have pretty finesse, what was it? Finesse dexterities. There you go. To make all the mental gymnastics he does. So DSP would be the hardest character to use. Whereas someone like Wings would be pretty easy. You know, he's just a big bruiser character.
To get a throw or a hit to get them off.
Mentally untouchable? That'd be good.
It's really rough. This is why everyone agrees Zangief is low tier in Street Fighter 6. You know, there's people like Justin Wong,
Dave has no
who just
problem
recently
stacking
hit
up
master
trash
level
and
with
shit. No,
every
look at all
character
this
in the
trash
game.
behind him.
And when they interviewed him and said, who was
When
the hardest?
LTG
He said,
dashboards, he's involved.
Zangief.
Yeah, he's got
Zangief
his
is so
cancel
hard
goes to
use in this
dashboard.
game. Oh my god, come on, man. Oh my fucking god.
But I would
Three in
pre-order
a
that game
row.
like crazy, because you get a bunch of
Literally 3
unique
drive
skins
impacts in
for
a
the
row.
characters.
So it sucks because I really like Zangief, and I feel like if you get your momentum going,
Locale fighters would have been a more diverse
and you
cast of
basically
play
get
fighters.
the enemy on guard, because maybe you catch them with a counter hit or a combo or a throw once or
It'd be
twice.
fun as
now
hell.
they're down on health, and now they
They,
got.
we need to get the dudes who did the item game to make a locale fighter, because they did a pretty good job with that game.
Hit you with something on fight, because on fight they can
How much
neutral
would it
jump,
cost to
they
bribe
can
them to
drive
do
rush
that?
towards you. Whatever they do, if they get the advantage at the beginning of the fight, you lose.
Who's more likely to kill
And you
someone
just
with
can't
his
come back.
cooking?
He
King
just
Cobra,
doesn't have
King
the
Cobra, I
tools
think.
to really come back. You have to be in a constant lucky offensive
But I think
flow.
also King
So what
Cobra's
ended up
is
happening
more
was
visibly
yesterday,
disgusting
I'm not
from a
even kidding
distance. So I
Out
don't
of the
think you'd
3.5
ever
hours
actually
I
have anyone
played,
eat it.
only
But if they
maybe
did eat
a
it,
half
they
an
died.
hour of gameplay was I even winning.
Whereas
at
DSPs, you know, you
all.
kind of have to be right on
It was
top of it to
by
notice that it's
far
disgusting.
the worst session I ever had of Street Fighter 6. And you know what? At one point, it's like, okay, first I'm angry, and people laugh at me because I'm getting rage
Yeah.
or whatever. All right, but after a point, I hate to say it, it just gets sad and depressing. Because like, dude, I'm just, as I've told you guys, all right, in Street Fighter, here's the deal. When you're playing any fighting game, Street Fighter in particular, but if you're playing any fighting game, all right.
What are you looking at, Phil? Your script?
Basically, if you're playing and you're learning, when you lose, it's fine. If you lose 200 games in a row, but each game you're improving a little bit, you learned a little bit about a matchup, learned a little bit about a combo that you can now do, or a strategy like this normal beats this normal, and I can use that, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to learn the controls.
That's fine. Yesterday, I learned nothing. I played for 3.5 hours. I didn't learn a damn thing. I had
I feel
much
like
better
that's pretty
combos.
true of
In the
DSP in
quarter, man,
general,
I was
though, right?
converting really nice combos, right? I
Kogan's
was doing
food
so.
would
I was
cause a
doing
sugar
level
coma
2
than death,
combo
yeah.
or level 2 super into an
People
air
have
juggle
tested DSP's food. People followed his recipe on a lot of different things and have tried it. And the biggest thing that people can accuse DSP's cooking of is that it's either extremely bland, extremely sugary, or very generic. What was it? A dude made his sauce and said, "This is no different than Prego. You could just go and buy Prego." And before DSP comes in with it, well, if you're Italian, you taste the difference. The dude says, "I love Italian food. I'm Italian. I can taste the difference. This is no different. You could just get Prego." Which I think that might be the most intense insult you can make towards an Italian is you might as well just buy Prego. I think DSP should have some sort of Italian fatwa against that guy.
Did big damage and stuff. I was doing pretty impressive stuff with Zangief for the rank of only being in platinum, but I couldn't even get any wins because again, everyone is using
Oh shit! Yeah,
the
he's
same
very
online strategies, which are essentially.
I guess that's something
dominate
he and
from
Dale would
midstream,
have in common
do your
is that they're
drive rushes,
very
do
susceptible
your
to low
safe
sweeps
moves over
because
and over,
Dale
your
has
safe
his chicken
combos, your
legs.
safe footsies. to push Zangief to the corner, and then Zangief just loses because he has to guess in the corner, and if he doesn't guess once correctly, the game is over. And damn, this character really sucks in this one.
Oh no, Chris Chan would have some sort of drinking mechanic, you know,
I like the fact that
kind of like Jamie, except he's recycling his sperm,
essential
and he gets stronger.
Poster boy of being a grappler in a fighting game.
Oh, that's
he was the
terrible.
First one ever,
Never mind.
right? The original
I canceled
grappler
this whole
off
idea.
of which all of the grapplers were based. And over the years, he's evolved many different ways. And I like that he is harder to play with. I don't like the fact that in this one, they literally didn't give him a chance. Even people who like,
awesome.
I asked my audience yesterday, I said, so how is it that I'm watching a few Zangiefs who are master rank? And they said, those people are Zangief specialists. They have literally sat there playing Zangief since the game came out, and only Zangief. They have mastered.
Who told you this, DSP? That's a lie.
They really can read everything their opponent is doing to try to counter hit it or get to an advantageous setup. And quite frankly, what you're watching online is not representative of what they're really experiencing, because they do lose a lot. The problem is, you know, you only see the wins online, not the losses. Who's going to watch a giant montage of the top Zangief player losing 10 matches in a row? Right?
I would love to watch that. I want to see how they handle it.
Sure. What the fuck?
Antarctica's more Italian.
You know, I'm super Italian. I get really uncomfortable when people insult my mom.
It is.
I mean,
because I would love to do good with Zangief in this game, but I don't feel
my
like
favorite
as much
Italian
time as I put
joke
in,
though
unless
is,
I played him like my
why
main
do Italian men
character,
have
I don't see how I would
mustaches?
get good with him. I think I'll still
So they can
occasionally
look
use
like
him
their
every
mother.
once in a while, and I'll be honest, I still feel like I can get him to diamond if I grind
shit.
enough, or if I get a lucky streak.
Let's start getting some
that's the thing too. Sometimes you get a
ravioli
lucky
with
streak,
explosives inside.
you fight a bunch of people who don't know exactly what to do to counter the character, and if you get that
This
lucky
is some
streak,
really lame ass coping, because I just got finished watching a video over on Ice Yamamoto's stream about Justin Wong was playing Zangief, and Justin Wong had been playing other characters before he played Zangief. But what he did that DSP doesn't do is he didn't take the game that seriously. He just calmly learned how to play the game. And when you're calm, you execute things better. But DSP gets pissed at the drop of a hat and flips the fuck out and starts screaming all the time. And that's when he starts losing, because he doesn't actually have the ability to emotionally control himself. This might come as a shock to a lot of people. And being able to emotionally control yourself is a skill in of itself. I was watching a video of Daigo playing Street Fighter 6, and the dude was at a pixel of health, like black barred. And he very calmly and patiently blocked and parried everything until he had that moment and he got a complete comeback. And DSP, if he saw that, he would say, "Oh, that's just luck. That's bullshit. He just guessed. It was random crap." No, it takes patience and skill to keep yourself emotionally controlled during the entire match. That's a skill DSP doesn't have and can't have.
You get him the diamond, you know. But it is disappointing
Faster
for
than
sure.
Porny was fapping to Linda.
Something happens and says it's gonna fuck you over. She says, "No, don't let that come
Sigmund
overtake
Freud
your
is
mind. You have to
his grave.
You have to focus
Those
on
guys
the
aren't
positive.
telling us
You have
like
to
DSP
focus
by showing you
on
all the
being here
boring
with me.
footage.
You have
Yeah.
to focus on being here.
Except
on the
that Justin
positivity
Wong
when
does
you
show a
stream,
bunch of
you have
footage
fun
of him
on
losing.
stream and stuff. I really feel like I hit the wall with Zangief. I don't even know how I could improve with the character. Like I said, it's not like I played like, oh, I learned this, I learned this. I learned nothing. What I saw was everyone plays exactly the same pattern online.
DSP doesn't even put himself in a position to learn.
He just can't do shit.
When he
Once
starts
gets
getting
lucky,
hit,
that's
he
lame.
doesn't say,
You know, that's really
okay,
lame.
now what did
Some
I
of the
do
wins
to
I
open
got were
myself
luck,
up like that?
me jumping
He says he
exactly
does,
at the
but he
right
doesn't
time to
actually
go
do
over
it.
a
He's
fireball,
more,
so you can't really jump
he's
on
more
reaction
demanding
from
you
mid-screen in this game. It's too fast.
justify it than actually
So there you
seeking
go.
understanding.
How you doing, Matthew? Good to see you. So anyway, yeah, horrible session with Zangief. And the thing is, if you're looking for rage, there's some, but it's more like me just
He's
being
always been a
quiet.
scrub
People are like,
hunter.
"Phil, why aren't you
That's always been his
commentating
thing."
anymore?" I'm like, I don't really have anything to say. I don't want to sit here and just complain the whole stream, but there's nothing I can do in any of these matches. Every match, it's exactly the same. They play a basic, easy pattern. They're able to push Zangief to the
Dave
corner
got
because
cucked by
Zangief doesn't have the
DSP. Oh my
tools to
God.
get out without
None of
letting
that.
a guess. And the next thing
He's
you
just
know,
more of a noob
you're stuck.
gatekeeper
You
that
can't
meant
do
to be a high
anything.
tier. Exactly.
You get
And he's
killed
supposed
in
to
the corner,
reward
and that's
people
the end
who
of the
want to
game
play
every
that kind of
time.
game.
Like, it's not even variation of what happens. It's the same outcome.
There
every
are
time
those
you lose
goofballs
Zangief.
who like
So,
grapplers.
It is frustrating.
And that's
I
who
really,
they
the
play.
commentary sucked because there's nothing else to say about it. I was just completely outclassed by people who know how to dominate the character, and the character has no answer for it. So. Ooh, that hurts. Oh.
Where the hell is DSP at? Is he saying anything in this chat? Hello all, gonna use the restroom, so BRB, then we'll begin. On time tonight. Sir, you are very late. You are 12 minutes late. That's trash, bro. Let me see if I can find that footage. It's pretty cool. He does a pretty good job at it. Hey, it's Robert Sedair. Let's go back to DSP real quick.
Oh my god. Ack, ack, ack. Oh my god. Ack, ack, ack.
Here it is. Is he here already? Damn it, you asshole.
Everyone, and welcome to the stream. I am here, and I'm raring to go tonight.
Watch out, cat.
This evening, I hope I find you all well.
Did you watch any of the Redemption games quality?
Last night we got to the Trevor segment.
No, not yet. I haven't watched any of it. There's been an update about that, KB. It's not actually Dan the Man. It's completely a different person. Someone did a bunch of investigating into the details of this guy versus Dan the Man, and it doesn't add up. So, it's weird that this dude actually is a successfully vindicated person based on what DSP tried to do about himself.
It must be some other, they call me DSP. It's not me. Some other DSP.
This dude actually was some other Daniel.
The bodies. Good story. Great graphics for the time.
This guy's already more successful than DSP. DSP wasn't able to get that excuse off.
The gameplay didn't really do it for me, but I still enjoyed the playthrough. The story was outstanding.
Yeah, I saw that he was promised a tip.
Anyway, guys,
sexually.
August 1st. If you weren't here earlier today, we got a new layout for the month of August. It is my 15th anniversary.
That's not really a layout, DSP. It is in the most literal sense. You have laid out some bullshit behind you, but layout is something like this, man. Look at this. See?
We got 3
it's
red
toxic.
T-shirts for my past
it's
to
chill.
my left. Can no longer
it's
buy them,
collabs.
but you can stare at them. We got my Stein that used to be my very old school videos right here.
I probably banned from that chat. I thought someone was saying that Redemption Gaming 2017 was defending DSP. The audio was low. He was defending DSP, or he's a fan of DSP's.
I'm going to keep playing Street Fighter 6. But yeah, and if you haven't seen it yet, please check out.
No, Scott, I got it from
the 15-year time-lapse montage that is highlighted right now on DSP Gaming. In 6 hours, it's got over 1,000 views and climbing. People are really
his name is Shiro Ishii.
Nice nostalgic comments on the video, which I'm actually really enjoying reading and sorting through. It makes me feel
unless
good
that is
to know
piece
that
of piece.
People have enjoyed my stuff on YouTube for over 15 years and have liked it so much that they all have different memories and recognition of the times that they've enjoyed. So please give it a look, check it out, and thank you. Tonight, I'm ready to chill. What are you guys up to?
I'm watching DSP. It's my favorite content creator. He usually doesn't do anything wrong.
And,
people take him out of context.
You know, how you feeling? What's going on? Do a close-up of the background. You didn't see it in full screen yet? There you go. It's not HD because this is my webcam, which I don't do in HD.
Salty Wizard, that's the plan for Thursday. I'm going to be playing this game here. Let me see if I can bring it up for you.
Regal,
it's been something I've been sitting on for the last, several months. But it's this here. And you get to make your own little Pokemon teams and send them out to fight dudes. And I'm doing that, and I'm going to make some DSP-themed teams. And I'm planning on doing that Thursday, when DSP has his day off.
Designs that I had for the shirts, and then this
So
is my
stay tuned.
beer stein that I used to drink from all the time back in the day on camera in my old
Grand Bag Auto, that's good.
There we go. Now
This is a shit layout, DSP.
It's good stuff,
Nothing
huh?
speaks to DSP's legacy like beer stein and shirts.
Omar says he's about to hit the gym, but he wanted to drop in.
What's gym? That's where Kat's always hanging out at. See if she's there.
Double M says
Pokemon
Xbox is releasing a new controller which comes with a code that unlocks an exclusive Xbox background. Will you be getting it?
I have no response to that.
Do I need a new Xbox controller? I'd like to have a spare. I don't have one because here's what happened. Originally, if you remember,
You broke it.
My original Xbox controller.
You broke it.
Started to have sticky trigger.
Because
so
you're sticky dude.
I bought this one. What was it, last year? For Black Friday, I bought this one. It was really cheap.
Really cheap. Basically
I've been
giving
using
it
this one
away.
ever since. So I had that as a backup. And then my wife's, if you can believe it, my wife, I got her an Xbox Series X for Christmas last year. Within like 3 months, her controller started to break.
Because you were breaking
for
it,
no
DSP.
good reason.
And
One
also,
of the
Cat's
thumbsticks
really
was
strong,
completely
so she
sticking
was
and
probably
having
gripping
issues.
it too hard.
So I gave her my old controller.
Wow,
and
you really
the
dug your
controller
fingers
doesn't
into
stick
that. There's
anymore.
like
The
lines where
trigger,
your
for whatever
fingers have been
reason,
at.
Whatever the
It's like my
trigger was
throat.
sticking, it unstuck and it doesn't stick anymore. So she's been using my old controller as her regular controller for almost all year.
So are the buttons still
so
sticky?
maybe
Or
I
did
should
she
look
actually
for
wash it
patch.
off?
I don't know what controller you're talking about, though. I don't know what design it is. Or whatever.
I have told this
I-
big
like
ass
I
story,
was
and I have
thinking
no
just
idea
go
what
Black
you're talking
Friday
about.
and probably buy another one or two online, one for me and one for her or something. Gee, what he said there was a ton of
OIC
stuff you
worked
didn't
out?
do and
Good.
didn't use. You should do another Red Dead Redemption 2 playthrough.
Yeah, yard
I
sale,
don't know,
definitely.
'cause that game is so
let's see,
long,
what do I want to
and quite
buy
frankly,
here?
Unlike a game like GTA5, where
How
I feel
about
like
the
this playthrough was a
soundproofing
little
foam in the
different
back?
because
Can I have
there's
that?
interactive live streaming audience and stuff like that.
No, that's
Red Dead
attached to the
Redemption 2 had
wall,
that. The only
and it'll
difference
bring
is
the
that I
whole
didn't know
wall down
everything
if I
up
take it
front.
off.
So is it really worth it to do a
Give it to
second
me
run
now.
just to do a few things that I might have missed? The
What was the
run?
first game
I
you put
don't- I'm
online?
not really
God, well, that was a
sold
million
on
years ago, dude.
But I don't know.
Brian's
Maybe
gym is a
someday. You
man's
say never
bath.
say
Oh,
never
goodness
because
gracious.
when
Did
GTA
you write
5
that off in
came
your
out,
taxes, Phil?
a lot
Your
of
wife's
people said
controller.
never
He
play this
should
game
have.
again, and then here we are,
That's
we're
good
playing it,
business sense,
right?
dude.
So,
I write off
never say
everything on my
never, I think.
taxes.
He should write off his
Let's see.
taxes on his taxes. Really
Except
confused
you
the
know I have no
IRS.
idea what you're talking about.
The IRS starts
I've seen
having
the
a
trailer
meeting.
for
Can he
Hellblade
actually
2.
do
I only
that?
saw the little
Shit, he can.
gameplay snippet they showed during that Xbox event.
Oh, he
which
found
didn't
the
really show
secret
much at all,
cheat
just showed a
code for dealing with
cutscene, and I
taxes.
was like, well, you can show a cutscene. If they showed gameplay, no, I haven't seen it yet. What was the first game I ever put online? If you mean the first YouTube video, the first YouTube video I uploaded was when in 2007. I went to the Midwest Championships, MWC, right outside of Chicago, Illinois, and that was a fighting game tournament. Street Fighter and other fighting games, and I vlogged it. That was my actual first YouTube content. But if you're talking about what was the first piece of gameplay I created and recorded and uploaded as a YouTuber, that was 2008, and it was Star Wars, The Force Unleashed, Star Destroyer gameplay sucks.
Of course,
Where there's a portion
DSP
of
would.
the original Star
DSP
Wars The
came
Force
out of the
Unleashed
gates
where you are
negative.
Star Killer, that's the name of the character, and you actually use your force powers to pull in
Yeah, it was
Star
super
Destroyer
hype. I
out of
remember
the
that
sky
moment.
and break it, but the controls on screen are backwards. They tell you to move in the
Oh,
wrong
all
direction.
right, yeah.
You have to figure
Child
this out.
me
If
who
you
played
don't
that
fail,
game
I
and
failed
loved
like 3
it
times 'cause
and
I
was
trying to
having a
do, like,
blast
why isn't
playing
it
that
responding
segment.
the way the game acts
DSP,
like it's
this
supposed
is stupid and dumb and it doesn't work.
So I did a video of it, and that was my
His
first
first
piece
of
of gameplay,
gameplay
ever on YouTube, besides
footage
Street Fighter.
was him being confused by instructions and deducing that
Yes,
the
I
game
think
sucked.
that current new releases are incredibly stagnant.
That's wild.
I do think that everything is quite stagnant right
This
now.
dude
but that
hasn't
will change
changed one
September.
little bit.
Good
And the
evening to
entire
Blink.
time he's been
I am
doing
well,
this.
thank you for asking.
He's still confused by games. He still doesn't
It was
understand
an
how they
IGN
work.
video, a little bit
He still
extended,
insists that he
for
did nothing
Hellblade 2.
wrong.
Oh, I didn't see that.
15-year legacy there.
Can we play The Force Unleashed for the anniversary?
You filmed other people's
You guys
content and
really
claimed it
wanna
as
see
your
it?
own. Yeah,
I
he
don't
did
even know
that.
if I-
That's what he,
how I would play it if it's digital.
that, amongst other things, is why people got so pissed at him during these events.
Anyway, guys, good evening. More people are joining. Welcome,
Yeah,
welcome to
actually,
GTA
fun.
5. I want to say thanks to those who were here last
He
night.
should write
Not
off
only
his
were you a
life.
great audience, but
It's
people
not
were
worth
very
much,
supportive
dude.
of that stream, which is great because all the other GTA 5 streams up to last night had actually been insanely slow for support. So last night was a
Oh, I
breath of
see what
fresh
that
air.
is.
It was
Nuclear
very
reactor.
nice.
Okay,
Now,
that makes
tonight,
sense. I was gonna
I
say,
don't know
is
how it's
OIC
gonna go. I
buff?
really
Can he
doubt it's
take
gonna be
us?
as good as last night, because last night we hit like
Wait,
every
no,
goal. But
no. OIC
some
needs to be
support tonight
super
would be very
sexy. That way,
appreciated.
DSP can
Earlier
use
today was
OIC
my,
to communicate
Final
with
Fantasy
Dale.
16
Because
next to
Dale's like an
last
alien.
stream.
He
We're
just
now
doesn't
firmly
understand you
in
unless you're
game. We'll beat
sexy.
it this weekend.
Or
But,
like a video
you
game
know,
character. You
even
have to
that
bring
one's
in
on
a
the slower
sexy
side,
character
not a
and do the
surprise.
communication
That
with
thing
him.
needs to end, for God's sakes, and it will end
Speech
on
check
Saturday
failed.
when I
Need
play
to
it
increase
next,
your sexy.
thankfully. So anything tonight would be great. Thanks in advance. As simple as a like, or a super chat, a membership, a gifted membership, or a tip, all appreciated.
Yay. We got 2 people supporting this stupid shit. Let's see if we can double
let's
that.
see. Yeah, last night the chat did freeze. That was a glitch, right? That was an odd glitch that happened. And I guess what we'll do is when
Is
we
Cat
boot
at
up the
Jim's
game
today?
tonight,
Probably.
let's make sure that
I
the
think she
Xbox
just went
doesn't
ahead and
change
moved
my
in.
audio settings, because that's what happened when I was playing this game so far, and that's what made the audio sound so crappy. So hopefully it doesn't get screwed up. Patrick says, do you believe the Red Dead 1 remake rumors? They're doing something with Red Dead 1 because they've shown
Derek's
the new logo.
here.
Rockstar Games
Please
presents Red
acknowledge
Dead
Derek
Redemption
so we
1.
can move on.
Why on earth would they change the logo to be that if they weren't doing something with the game? Is it a full-on remaster?
You can
Yeah, I
always
don't
have
know,
a bag
but
session
that's
right
the
when you
rumor.
come in. That's what makes DSP one of the
Good
most
evening,
unique
Jex Games.
locales.
Good evening,
Is
Derek.
that what defines him as a locale is
It's hard to pick
perpetual.
2 videos for the retrospective.
Even Wings and
It's hard to
LTG
pick
have
just
moments
two.
where they're
I'm
not
sure,
lolcows.
15 years,
Mostly
if you're a
because they're just
longtime fan, it's
boring.
probably hard to pick two videos.
DSP, you
Yeah,
get
for
lolcow
sure.
every second.
Good evening, Frost.
I don't beg all the time. Pick a random point in any of his videos. I could really use some support right now.
You started playing Yakuza Like a Dragon today? Well, enjoy. If you like lengthy, turn-based RPGs, you're going to love it.
It's not begging, it's advertisement.
And I love those
I
games.
suppose in a weird way, DSP's right, because advertisements harass the shit out of you too.
Well, I keep up to date with the SummerSlam.
No, I don't watch wrestling. I've never even heard of it.
I will reiterate this again. It has now been 3.5 years since I've watched any wrestling. The last piece of wrestling I watched was WrestleMania.
So the answer is no, then. You could just say no. You don't have to give us this big-ass story, DSP.
That's literally the last wrestling match I've watched. And
I remember that it's not big in its business.
I don't care about pro wrestling anymore.
Because that's what businesses do. Whenever I go to, say,
it just doesn't matter to me.
Well, I don't even go to Barnes & Noble anymore. All those are closed.
Partially.
Okay, I go to the bookstore. The owner follows me around asking me to buy stuff.
On Twitter. Of course, now it's called X.
Hey man, you want to buy a book?
Because I didn't like
maybe that's why I'm here. You should buy this one.
Once in a while, I follow it. Like right
you should buy a couple. In fact, buy them now. I'm going to ban you. Easily banned.
But I say RPG games are my favorite genre. No,
yeah, DSP's too cool for that.
I've always been
DSP can't be nailed down by genre. I love everything. I mean, I hate everything.
Fighting games obviously are very hot right now with Street Fighter 6. I'm loving those. Yes, I love RPGs. I love shooters. You know, I love action platformers. I love a lot of stuff. I'm really looking forward to.
This is also technically a new clone. Right? Not that it really matters, but he has actually said before that fighting games are his favorite genre.
Atlas Fallen or anything like that. You know, Break was me.
It doesn't. It's not that big a deal. It's a small minor clone glitch.
We're talking about news and stuff, and you know, didn't really look at anything on the internet. Well, I played tennis in the game, says Derek. I was rewatching your original playthrough. You had no idea how long one set of tennis was.
So why would he play it then, Derek?
Games? Oh my god.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
That's up to you guys, really. Congrats to Felipe Baxter, who just gifted a membership. Thank you to 672.
Oh, we're on Clone 4? Damn.
Then he expressed great remorse by saying no in the chat. It sounds to me like he did not want to go to Felipe Baxter.
Like an event where you give me tons of support. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
DSP wants to octuple dip.
When you give the membership to the community, you don't know who's going to get it. It could be your best friend or it could be your arch nemesis. So it's kind of the gamble you take, right?
I need to watch some of the old Smark guys. I don't even know anything about wrestling, but I really want to just see John's reaction to stuff.
Get off that,
is DSP so stupid that it shows in John's face?
So,
like, this guy was, like, body slamming him, and he was like, dude, why are you body slamming me? John looks like he wants to blow his head off.
Watch Oppenheimer or Barbie at any time. Oppenheimer, I'm interested in. Barbie,
no, I'm too cool for that. I play with Mighty Max figures, thank you.
Well, Oppenheimer, I would consider watching.
I'm not into that kind of shit. Mini Mutants, hell yeah. Barbie, kiss my ass.
I don't know what one it'll be on. 672 gifted his second membership. Drum roll.
I did watch the Barbie movie. I thought it was dumb.
G. Woody. Congrats,
and it wasn't even necessarily, oh, there's the social message. It wasn't a fun film. I just found it really dumb.
Canadian Kirk says Oppenheimer.
That's almost worse than being a bad movie, as being a kind of boring movie.
Are you saying that Oppenheimer is the Final Fantasy 16 of
what?
movies this year? Wow.
Is that some sort of crackhead take? Then again, I don't really like movies in general, so that's not really that much of a condemnation of the movie. I tend to not enjoy movies.
Trying to target someone with these gifted memberships and hasn't gotten it yet. Yeah, Derek, wasn't
there needs to be more chainsaw fights.
Was that not the first time I did a retrospective? I'm pretty sure, right? It was 2018.
Trust no one, not even yourself. What if I'm a clone of myself? Can I trust me? Trust the other me, not me personally.
Shout out to Double M. Double M.
Oppenheimer has like a 15-minute sex scene. Uh-oh. That's not good. DSP can't watch that. Does Oppenheimer have sex with a nuke? That shit might be hype. Okay, I'll go watch that.
He's trying to give one to Kagome, I think. And it just hasn't happened yet. He's trying, but it's random. Why am I not interested in Barbie? Because it doesn't seem very interesting to me. Number one, I don't care about Barbie. Number two, I don't care about modern comedy. Number three, I don't care about woke movies. It's like all of the above. It's like all of those things combined. Why would I give a shit about that? I don't even like Margot Robbie as an actress. Like, everything I don't like is in the movie.
Video next day. DSP slams woke Barbie. Seen as hero and also villain?
What do you think about rumors of Chapter 3 in Metal Gear Solid 5? I have no idea what that means.
Okay, thank you for sending money to ask a pointless question. I'll answer it for you, because DSP doesn't know what it is. Metal Gear Solid 5? That's not even pertinent anymore, dude. There you go.
What was your name? Nick, JB. Nick JB. Thank you for the super chat.
But my Patreon... Someone pointed out a pretty funny joke the other day, and it was that...
Get the membership, be sure to thank 672, all right? And thank you, 672.
I don't even know why I said it was me, actually, but I was trying to possibly deflect.
Tip, our first tip of the night.
I joked and I said that
good evening, little crow. It's
Barbie, if you really, really look at it hard enough, is actually an extremely toxic movie in a direction that you weren't really anticipating. Because if you really pay attention to it too much, you see that Barbie and Ken go into this brand new world. Barbie hates the world and thinks that their culture is wrong and should change. Meanwhile, Ken thinks that the culture is awesome and tries to bring some of that culture back to his world. So if you really look at it from a certain lens, Ken is being global and a reformist, whereas Barbie is an imperialist. Because she comes into this foreign country and says, "Oh, your mannerisms are wrong. I need to change those."
Definitely not a summer popcorn.
Now, granted, I'm thinking too deep into it, but I'm saying that if you put anything in a certain kind of lens, it kind of inverts. Margaret Thatcher is hot. That might be one of the stupid ass comments I've heard, Kevin Styles, and you've said some doozies. Margaret Thatcher isn't hot. She's fine. There's a difference.
What's next after Final Fantasy 16? We're rotating GTA5.
I don't think that was the intended message that the filmmakers were trying to go with that movie, but it's kind of a message I noticed, and I said, I don't think you planned this out as well as you think you did.
It's been on and off sporadic, and we haven't had a chance to play it consistently. So I'd like to start doing that consistently once a week.
Could go me as a dude 672, but keep trying. Yeah, exactly.
Opened up, and we'll probably do some retro stuff.
Well, maybe he's into that.
Retro stuff. Would you like to see classics like Super Mario Brothers 3, or maybe some classic Mega Man games? Or should we do one of the Zelda Oracle?
I think my biggest thing when it comes to the woke discussion is I just don't like laziness. I don't really like ham-fisted laziness. If you can actually convince me of something without just making the other side look like a ghoulish monster, then I tend to be a little bit more receptive.
Two people at the same time.
But if you're coming out the gate saying,
that's more
you know,
you guys. If you
the patriarchy runs through the streets and beats you with shovels until you die. I'm like, I don't know if that's how that works.
Part of the game, right? Like we had actually beaten.
I just want people to have decent arguments about anything. If you can make a good argument about anything, anybody can be convinced of anything. But you could at least try.
I think once you get to the end of that, that's what leads you to the first ginormous alien boss, and that opens up the
oh, you know who Thatcher is. She's the best Iron Lady.
The moon magic stuff, the
She's that chick who hung out with Ronald Reagan all the time, right? Yeah, a lot of people ship those characters, but in canon, they're not together. Dummies.
You know, endgame stuff. But I mean, I haven't played it for like 2 months.
Also, you can't build your story on woke. For example, Metal Gear Solid 2 is extremely woke. Extremely woke. However, they didn't build it upon it. Woke is not a good foundation to put your story upon. Woke is a good thing to put on top of your story foundation. There's a difference.
5 people just got gifted memberships. Be sure.
And that's because it's just too unstable. It's.
Thank you so much, Jack, for supporting the community.
That's how I feel about it. It is not that I'm not a very woke person myself. There's a lot of things I believe in, but there's a lot of times where I'm watching a movie that actually says more or less my opinion, but it says it in a weird, terrible way that I think, oh god, that's shitty.
Coming up, right? Thank you guys so much. That's excellent. Thank you for supporting the stream.
It's kind of like it's exactly like when DSP agrees, when you agree with DSP, but you feel annoyed that he came to the answer the wrong way. That's the exact feeling I feel when I watch movies like that. Or, you know, that touch that kind of nerve, where it's like, I agree with your message, but I hate how you're detailing it.
Let's see if it screwed my audio up.
It's making me hate you.
If it screws the audio up, we gotta fix it.
Gifted members will try and hook up their... Oh, God.
I will say this.
I like come hang out with me. You want to sit on my lap?
And I like Inception, but I tried to watch Tenet one night.
Yeah, exactly. The worst person just sets up something... Exactly. And that's how I feel a lot of times whenever I'm watching stuff that even agrees with me. I don't like it. In many ways, I don't tend to enjoy people agreeing with me in general. So, because I have this mentality that I'm a crazy, deranged maniac. So if people agree with me, I tend to think there's something wrong with them.
You know what I mean? I have no idea.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Man, I couldn't stand it. I don't even know what it was about. I literally have no idea what
Hell yeah, number one antagonist.
Watch at least an hour of it.
This is a different form of This Is How You Don't Play. This is how you don't play to be entertaining.
They all fall into deep REM sleep watching Oppenheimer. Wow, that's good
all right,
to know.
we're back here. You got a gun. Let's start shooting.
Now, let's see what happened with the audio.
No,
you guys
not
ready?
this shit
Let's see if
again.
the audio is fucked up. Because it shouldn't be, but
you could have done this before.
Now, where's the settings?
You could have done this before the stream, asshole.
Where?
Kojima plots are way overrated. I will say Kojima's plots seem rather banal if you say them out loud.
I guess I have to.
And they sound really goofy and hokey. But what Kojima does do pretty well with his plots is he does a pretty good way of rule of cooling his way into it. Because if you write out his plot and just read it as is, it's extremely dumb. And extremely trivial.
All right, here we
but
go.
Because you have so many goofy, cool, fun moments,
alrighty, everyone,
it feels better.
Welcome back to GTA5. It is now night 2.
Because you got to remember, your conspiracy story has a dude who thinks he's a gunslinger fighting a ninja.
Correct?
That's amazing.
Now, we could do one right away. You want to do one right away? Right? I think it's right here. Now, didn't they say you just get into the vehicle? Like,
you must be the one the boss is talking about.
You just get right into the vehicle?
It's a Spec Ops dude. What's his thing? I'm Revolver Ocelot. A cowboy?
So I'm
That's godlike.
With nowhere to go.
There we go. Let's try this out.
And there's the $20. Nice. Didn't even have to really start. Holy shit, $20.
I think you'll find rural American is the politically correct term.
Oh shit.
First person. Kojima makes an interesting interpretation of American culture. It's his charm. He does. He also does what a lot of content creators do worse, and it has this effect where it makes it seem better sometimes than it really is. For example, if you compare him to David Cage, David Cage is the DSP of game producers as far as I'm concerned. He's terrible.
$20 super chat. Thank you so much.
Awful work. I pretty much despise every single thing he's ever created.
Me too.
But he wants to pretend like he's doing what Hideo Kojima does. It's like, no. First of all your characters I want to beat with pipes until they're unconscious.
Definitely in the original game, I know it was a different time 10 years ago where it was more about pumping the videos out as quick as possible and getting through the game fast. So I don't know exactly how much side content I did, but I know the playthrough was very lengthy.
Yeah, because you take forever. That doesn't really mean anything, DSP.
I want to say it was like 32 to 33 hours long, the original. But I'm sure if I do all the content...
Is Ocelot American or was he Russian who became a... He's a Russian.
Okay. You like the chair spin
He's a Russian who's into cowboy movies. And there is a little bit of lore to that. Russians made cowboy movies during the Cold War. And their movies tended to focus on the cowboys as the villains and the Native Americans as the heroes. Which, you know, you can still really make that argument a lot of times because...
What the
I mean, shit, dudes. Native Americans had it pretty rough. What was that Chris Rock joke? It's like, the most oppressed people, Native Americans. You ever see any Native Americans at Golden Corral?
Okay. How do I get across?
Yeah, that's true. If there's anyone who
okay, here's the bridge. Here
has a reason to be super pissed about their lot in life, it's Native Americans. They get fucked over all the time.
No, I do not watch
they still get fucked over.
No soccer or anything for me. Trying, bro. Come on, bro.
All over the place here. Oh, let me get this code up. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's go find it. So this giveaway comes from us from the very awesome Little Shadow. Let me put it in here.
Rival runners. All right.
So I'll be quiet momentarily. And I believe this is Steam. So enjoy.
What I gotta do is lose them? I don't have to fight them, I can just lose them. Alright, let's just drive out here. Oh, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Dude, there's a bush that stopped me dead in my tracks.
Are we talking about Cat?
A bush?
The bush is a little too dense for me, Cat. You might need to, like, edge it up, you know what I'm saying?
I have no idea what we're driving around right now, but okay. What the fuck is this? What was that?
Make sure that's correct.
Some bird or something. Hopefully I lose this guy. This is the only guy left.
There's nothing more annoying than people entering and be like,
this shit doesn't work, idiot.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, I guess we'll drive backwards then. Fuck it, pretty fast. We go pretty fast backwards. I got hit. How did I
All right,
get
Aaron,
hit?
here you
Are they
go.
still
It's
behind me?
the Steam code, and this is for the
I
game.
think they are.
What is this
Are you
game?
shitting me?
Road 96. Never heard of it. Enjoy.
Oh my god, they're still on me, dude.
Like,
No
Hendrix being a
shit!
normal
Oh
civilization
god,
and
that was
different
bad.
rules.
Okay,
Oh,
this way,
are we
this way.
talking about Detroit? Detroit
God,
was
dude, that was
a
really
lot
bad. Can I
of the
lose them
things
now?
with the David Cage games is the illusion of
Fucking
choice
shit,
and the
no,
illusion
no.
of depth.
Oh
And that's
my
what I
God,
really
come
get
on, go,
annoyed
go,
with.
go. How do I
Is
lose
that
them?
characters don't actually act any way human at all in those games.
How do I
Everyone
tell
is
if
a
I lost them?
deranged super rapist
I
at
have no
all
idea how to tell
times.
if I lost them or not.
Like, no character can do anything without deranged
Oh, I
super
did it. Drive back
rapists.
to the airfield. Beautiful.
I
All
think
right.
David Cage thinks
did it,
89% of people are rapists.
Phew.
And not just
Well, that was pretty
general
epic.
rapists.
The chat
No,
has
they're all
crashed. No one is talking in the chat. I
LTG
find that
rocks
hard to
level
believe.
rapists.
I think the chat crashed.
Like, I remember when,
Everyone is clicking the happy
what was his name?
faces.
What was her name? The character on Beyond Two Souls. She
See
goes to a
what's popping
bar
up
and
in the chat.
immediately
Does that
rape.
pop up?
Immediately.
People are watching. I don't know what they're
Like, holy
called.
Christ, for
Those
real?
I see. But I don't see any chat. The chat appears to have frozen again for the second night in a row. Don't
David
ask me why the
Cage.
chat-
David Cage is not a feminist. That's not true. David Cage is
Oh,
a
the chat just came
reactionary.
back again?
He doesn't care about
Guys, people
people.
are
He
saying-
cares about the emotions that it invokes. And I think he mentioned something as much as
Come
he cares
on.
more about the invoking emotions out of
I
people.
lost them, and now they found me again.
Which you sure don't do it in a good way, let me tell you. He has a lot of really dumb quotes. David Cage is very much a little cow
How the
himself.
fuck did they see me again? I had no idea that they were gonna catch me.
Ben and Jerry's couldn't even give back their land after pretending they're the best people ever.
This thing is impervious, right? I don't think this thing ever blows up.
Ben and Jerry's. Could he be projecting David Cage? That is, it could very well be. David Cage can't go. Is David Cage Derek?
He generally
Wait, we need to do
started
some sort of
that
genealogy
hurts
test.
places
Is
if
Derek
people start
the
getting
son
height in the
of
game.
David Cage?
So what is going on? How do I lose these guys?
If you want to watch some good footage,
kill
the
them?
Super Best Friends playthroughs of the
Guys, kill
David
these
Cage
assholes?
games
Alright,
are
so
really
let's try
funny
back
because
here.
it's like watching a person
gonna drive
fall
back.
apart in live real time. When the game first starts, they're joking, they're having a good time. By about part 30,
I'm trying to stay off
you
the
can
road,
almost
man. Maybe if
anticipate
you're
a single
on the road,
gunshot
that's when they find
sometimes.
you, I don't know. I'm gonna stay off the roads. I think that's what the buggy's for, just to off-road. Oh my
That's
God,
amazing,
that's
dude.
impressive. Flip.
And
Oh,
you nailed it.
Wow. How did I not get a reward for that? You should have rewarded me for my aerial mastery here. That was a pretty good one.
Champagne comedies, that's good. I like that. And I think that's a lot of the problem with woke stuff in general. I think a lot of things that people consider woke or whatever aren't even necessarily things that a lot of people disagree with. It's just that almost everything is a matter of
Can't even see
packaging.
the bushes stuck in the camera.
Like, do
Poor
we
cameraman
want
is fused into
justice
the
in a
fucking
lot of
bush.
ways? Oh, sure we do. We all
Oh.
want justice in some sort of way. We all want the world to be more fair as it could be or whatever. You know, we always say life isn't fair.
hell of a mission.
But we all have an intrinsic wish that it could be a little bit more fair. But when you're
blow it down.
browbeat about how
That's why
exactly
blow the
that
buggy
fairness
out.
is supposed to be presented, or you need to believe this is fair or you're a piece of shit, people are going to be resistant to that. People are not going to want to hear that message.
Excuse me.
That's it's self-destructive.
My expert driving. Won
All
us
right,
the
we
day.
did it. We won.
All right.
Hell, do we even want representation? Yeah,
Brandon
of
says,
course
I
we
wish I
do.
knew the game as much as
We
you
love
knew the
representation.
game.
I love whenever I see Mexican characters in
when
a
I play
story and it
Alpha
feels
for tennis
organic.
game,
Hell
money,
yeah.
I stopped
I love it when
playing.
I see
Love
Irish
Restream.
characters in a
Wow,
story
you
and it feels
play
organic.
tennis,
I
huh?
do.
Interesting.
But I don't need Cinderella to be
All right.
Mexican. I just don't.
672 is already
That's not
so much
important
better
to me.
than GTA5. Or, excuse me, already so much better than Final Fantasy.
Because what to me that says is that's just
Karina, I
lazy.
definitely
Is that
strongly
you
recommend
can't make
post
Mexican
timestamps
stories.
for the
You
video
can't make
if you're gonna
anything like
nominate
that.
the event. If you don't, I will have no idea
You
what
just
you're
have to
gonna watch.
recontextualize a character
So,
to be
yeah.
Mexican. That's why I didn't like The Little Mermaid. I didn't care
So if I
that
get
she
to
was
the
black.
plane, we can do this
I
too,
cared that
right?
Disney
We
was
both
willing to
these
do
right
that
now?
as opposed to making black stories. Africa's a
Let's do
pretty
it.
big place there, dude. They have a shit ton of myths. They have a shit ton of stories. They have a shit ton of fairy tales. They have a shit ton of fantasy stories across the entire damn continent. And you're not confident enough to make a movie about any of those? Oh, okay. Well, who's the real person who's afraid of representation? You don't want to represent African stories. So that's my issue with it. Like, I don't care if they're black characters. I care if you just throw them in there because they're black. That's annoying.
My middle name.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that
shit,
poor
I hit a
bird
bird.
died.
Did you see
He did
that?
nothing wrong.
Oh.
Roger.
Like, I want to know them. You're telling me people wouldn't want to know news stories?
Drop off location. What's the button to drop? I forgot what button.
You don't know. There could be some hype as shit stories. Shaka Zulu going beast mode, ripping people's heads off and stuff. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Nope, can't tell you those stories. And it's frustrating because, you know, we had movies like Mulan. Movies that were willing to dare and try that and say, hey, let's try a movie that's completely divorced from Eurocentric perspectives. Let's make a Chinese movie. And it was amazing. Mulan rules. People love Mulan. Can't do it. Can't do that anymore. It's too dangerous, apparently. It's too risky. We might not make money.
Nice.
Whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too sick of that. Yeah, African folklore doesn't give ESG. Yeah, there you go. That's the real problem. If the one who is trying to speak the truth, but if they do it in a venomous, rabid way, it turns me off from their point. Exactly. And it's, again, it's not, maybe you're right. Maybe you're absolutely 100% right. But you just beat me about the head. I don't want to listen to you. And that's just the human condition. People don't want to hear browbeating, even if you're right.
Can't nominate the amazing South Park moment. The deal is that we just reacted to that.
It's like DSP. Even when he's right, people just don't want to hear that shit.
Like a month or two ago, so I really don't want to see that moment again.
You don't want to hear the truth? I do want to hear the truth. You just got to work on the packaging, buddy. I don't even know if what you have to say is true, but that's already putting us way off course.
Bombs away.
That one's a hit.
Does Tarzan count as African folklore? Tarzan's actually... Okay, I don't mean to be too woke here, but Tarzan was originally written as kind of a racist story. Tarzan was originally designed to, because this dude, I think he was part of the English aristocracy at the time. He wrote a book basically proving that white people were so goddamn superior that you could take one as a baby and throw it into the jungles of Africa and he would become just a beast pimp. And that's kind of the point of the story, is that it's trying to prove that white people are inherently superior. And that's not coming from me. That comes from the dude who originally wrote the story. So that one, I can kind of see that one's a little racist. But so much time has passed that no one even sees that connection anymore. So it's, you know, it's outlived its racist origins in a way.
Nah. Midwest. Has to think of slam against the Midwest. All right, landing gear time.
It's a lot of stories are like that. A lot of stories have really, really racist origins, but because it's been so long that people don't know that original context, so it more or less is fine.
There we go. Beautiful. Smooth ass landing.
But then you got people on TikTok saying, did you know Tarzan's origins were racist? Yes, it doesn't matter anymore.
Look at that.
Because I'll tell you why it doesn't matter. Tony Hawk did an advertisement for the Tarzan VHS.
That's the smoothest
racism defeated.
I didn't even hit a wall.
You're telling me Tony Hawk's racist? Please don't tell me Tony Hawk's racist. Tony Hawk did nothing wrong. He was just playing around.
They even gave me bonus money. Did you see that? They did give me bonus
Yeah, and Karl Marx was part of the bourgeoisie.
You probably come back later. I think we just, yeah, so there's no icons. I guess when the icons are there, that's when there's new missions. All right. We did them both. Pretty good start. Now, minor problem. I
got too distracted. I'm not even really paying attention to DSP.
I left my vehicle out there.
Let's talk about woke shit.
Right now. That was pretty dumb of me, I think, to actually leave. Unless there's another car just sitting around over here. I'm pretty sure I don't have a vehicle. And there's missions I got to do, so I might have to go steal the car unless there's one over here. We'll have to find out. I don't want to take the plane. You can't land a plane.
It happens to everyone. It affects everyone's interests. For example, Tequila Gundam is a Gundam in G Gundam, and G Gundam has a lot of ethnic stereotypes or cultural stereotypes, but it's done in such an over-the-top, goofy way that it's more or less fine. And Tequila Gundam is Mexican as hell, and it will never be made into a model kit. It will never get done because people will accuse it of being racist. It's racist. That's a racist mech design. Here, I'll go ahead and bring it up. But the problem is that the people who most want it are Hispanic. If you ask any Hispanic who's into anime, specifically mecha, about Tequila Gundam, they'll say, dude, that shit's hype.
They're still
Where is
shooting
it?
me?
Where can I buy one?
Oh, this is not good. They're following me.
That's it. That's all it is. This is racist. A robot with a sombrero and cactus arms. Mega big time racist.
Follow me, dude. I gotta have to kill them all.
It'll never get
I
made.
want to. I have to kill all the lost.
And that bums me
And
out.
the
This thing's
damned.
amazing. Now people have made, custom designs like this, but
Oh, okay. I got rid of them.
it's like Speedy
I lost.
Gonzalez, man. Speedy Gonzalez doesn't offend Mexicans. They like it. It's cool to them.
I had no idea they were there. I walked right into them. Oops.
Any Mexican that's offended by Tequila Gundam is probably
Time
some sort of
resolution, I didn't
alien.
even know that those delivery missions were even in the game.
Fellow human, I
went
too
to
am
the-
offended by Tequila Gundam.
Explicitly explained
I
it.
don't
They
know.
did.
I
think
think
my
you're
first
looking for
run, I just didn't do
LTG.
a lot of side content because I was, so concerned about beating the game fast because that's what my shtick was back in the day. To get the games done quickly, get the videos out right away for maximum profits. Today, it doesn't really matter anymore. Everyone else gets the games. 2
What's the
weeks
code
early
on screen?
anyway.
That is a
South
gift
Korea,
from
so wouldn't matter how quick I get
Little
the videos
Shadow.
out, so
It is
I
a
take my
Steam
time
game.
and I enjoy. Anyway, so here we are. We did the triathlon. There's a different
Slowpoke
triathlon.
Rodriguez? Aw, man, I like
What
Slowpoke
is
Rodriguez.
this? Another Strangers and Freaks? I guess we'll see
Speedy
what this is.
Gonzalez
Sounds
out there
like-
doing shit,
Here
getting
we've
stuff
got
done.
different
Slowpoke
businesses.
Rodriguez rolls out of bed at
Helipad.
4:30. What's going on, guys?
Can you buy the helipad?
Not much, dude. Just go back to bed.
I don't have a lot of money though. I have no money really. Just what I just made for those missions, right? Because I just bought the airfield. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, let's go. Let's head over
I haven't
here.
been keeping track of the
Tonight
DSP
might be
points.
all
I
Trevor,
apologize, everyone.
because, once you
I'm
get to the
falling
Trevor segment,
apart
they
at the
kinda
job.
stick you out here in the, the countryside
Yeah.
for a while. So we
My
might be doing all
a
Trevor
recent
stuff
one that I
tonight
heard
and then probably get
was
back
that
to
Aztecs were
City.
extremely
Santos, maybe next
open
time,
to
tomorrow. I guess we'll see.
transgenders, which I'm sorry, that's just empirically false.
Derek, I know
Aztecs
how
were
China
brutal
works already
motherfuckers.
back there.
they
I can
hated.
comment
They're
on
kind of
it.
like DSP. They hated everyone. So
I
no,
have no
that's just
clue
not historically
about
true.
that.
Look, it's okay.
It was a
It's
whole pack of
okay.
the house
Sometimes
today. I
ancient
think we
cultures
lost
didn't
enough
agree with
money
you
for that.
currently. Okay, it's okay.
Thanks for telling me though. I need to get some tats on Trevor for drip. Says I'm resolution. Really? I'm gonna tattoo him up. Is there a tattoo artist out here? There is. Right there. Look. There actually is.
It was on TikTok. I follow TikTok. I know everyone tells
okay,
me
here's
don't
the
go on
house. We get
TikTok.
our
It's so
first
stupid.
date,
It's
right?
stupid takes all the time. Yeah, that's why I'm there. I want to see the dumbest things that could be imaginable. I enjoy my anger. Thank you.
Let's get some first aid.
Did you know that time is racist? Please, please elaborate. I'm really happy to hear about this.
Full of bullets.
Are exclamation
Your
points
moonshine.
homophobic?
Gasoline.
I don't know.
Okay, where would the health be?
I'm sure you're going to tell me how this is supposed to work.
Sweet. Take that free health.
My current favorite, though, is there's this girl who has ADHD, and she insists that time blindness is a thing,
I was
and
joking about the
everyone
gasoline
shits on
when
her in
you
the
just
comments,
referenced
and I really
gasoline.
enjoy it.
Right? By the way, I think the chat
No,
just died
chat's
again,
moving, idiot.
Because once again, I see nothing. Everyone's talking constantly, then all of a sudden it completely freezes. So I think
No,
the chat
chat's
just
fine,
died.
idiot. TikTok is the
Is it still
Chinese
frozen again?
off to
Oh my
destroy the
God, what's
West.
going
Well, it's
on
not
with the
doing a
chat
very good
tonight?
job, dude.
Why are the
They
chats
need to
crashing?
work on
It's so
that.
weird. It's the second night in a row. I just think the better car. You can see
Oh,
your
to
phone
stress the
absolutely
thing about the
right. Now
Tequila
auto
Gundam,
save.
though.
Oh, what's this?
Bandai normally does this thing, and it's
ammunition
really
ad,
obnoxious because
ammunition
it's like
and,
DSP energy.
car parts ad.
They do polls to ask you what kind of model kits
Should we give him a haircut?
the
Let's give
customers
him a
want,
haircut.
and they even have a
And,
write-in
and then
section.
We'll probably do some missions, but let's do my
And
haircut first.
frankly, there's a lot of dumb votes in the write-in section, but in general, it's pretty good when it comes to those what
Barbershop.
model kits do you want votes.
Weird place
And you
for a
know who
barbershop.
normally clears out the votes?
I'm good, Joshua. Thank
Tequila
you for
Gundam.
asking.
Tequila Gundam
guys
is
are
almost
great.
always in the top 3 things that are asked for.
Now I'm telling you, if you don't
Can't
sleep
have
in
it.
that hair
It's too
net, you're
racist,
gonna
man.
wake up with your brains in your pillow. Dig?
All right, I hear you.
See ya.
And they never honor those polls, ever. It's never happened.
Ignore the giant, gory bullet hole.
Hello there.
Test? How's it going,
Have a
KB?
seat.
My ex liked TikTok. She was also a brain dead. Oh, God.
Yeah, what options do we got for
Man.
Trevor here? Hairstyle.
You went into it
The
there.
Randall.
Time is a flat circle, man. That's
Grown
basically
out.
racist.
Is it?
Or the mullet.
Well, hot damn. I didn't realize
Here's the
time was
original.
racist.
I mean, the grown out is just.
I guess
slightly
Dio is a
longer, right? He
hero
doesn't
then,
really
because
even
he can
look that
stop
much
time.
different. It's
He can
slightly
stop
longer.
racism.
The
Dio
Randall
was
or
the hero
mullet.
confirmed.
I mean, the mullet is the biggest change. I guess I'll give him the mullet.
I did hear about this one time. This dude got accused of racism for grading a black student's paper wrong, and it was considered microaggressions. What? Dude, if you're wrong, you're wrong, man. I'm sorry. But the thing to remember is that this is usually one weird-ass individual screaming this shit.
So I think, I don't know. So we got the handlebar, or
yeah, ancient Greeks and ancient Egyptians knew the Earth was round.
Thank you to Adam
no
for
one,
the super chat.
The Earth being flat is a fairly recent invention. I think it was what, like the 1600s, 1500s, where they were trying to really stress that the Earth was flat. Before that, people knew that it was round.
Did I change their appearance like this in the original playthrough? I don't remember.
Oh, I saw an article on the time blindness BS. It's losing track of time.
Right.
Dude, I have ADHD. I have ADHD. And I recognize that sometimes you just lose track of time. I get that. But this lady was demanding accommodations. Basically, she was trying to apply to this trade program. And they said that if you're late more than 5 times, you're immediately kicked out of the program. And she said, well, do you have any sort of accommodations for time blindness? To which they said, first of all, that's not a thing. And second, no. And she got offended and butthurt about it and said, they don't even accommodate people with time blindness. And it was a rare shining moment of TikTok where everyone in the comments was shitting on her. Normally you get a big chunk of people saying, you know what, you're right, that is oppression. You should burn their place down. Something like that. But everyone was crapping on her. And people were saying, dude, I have ADHD. I use a clock. I use alarms. There's no such thing as time blindness. And she got really mad and was saying, these neurotypicals who don't have ADHD are judging me. And I was scrolling through the comments, and every other comment was, I have ADHD, you're full of shit.
It was 2004 when supposedly he died. He got a giant-ass arm tattoo to honor Michael. And now that
I guess you're going to have to get it lasered off.
I kind of understand why he's pissed off.
There you go.
Then, right? And then on his neck, it says cut here.
You can look at the Earth and see it's curved. Go to Arizona and look at
let's give him a right arm tattoo.
Yeah, you can look across the Great Lakes and see that it's round. This shit's easy, man.
Skull, broken skull, a dagger.
If tequila is racist, then what about
I feel like he would have the dagger.
Tequila Gundam is racist.
I think the flaming skull's too elaborate. I feel like he would just do a stupid dagger on his arm. So let's give him that.
Where you got that?
There you go.
Why is he looking at a naked guy? Because he's not married to a dude, idiot. He can look at naked dudes all day.
Live to hate, love to hate. Jeez, that's a hell of a tattoo.
King of hate. All right, I'm gonna go back to paying attention to DSP.
A Grim Reaper on his left leg. Now you can't really see it. I don't like that. There you go. Love to hate.
Is it not that less than 1% of the population of the cast known as neurotypical? It's very rare that it's really.
Love to hate. You can't see the love to hate. Maybe later if we give him shorts or something, right? Okay. So remember the story.
I don't think anyone's really neurotypical. Everyone has their own weirdnesses. It's that people kind of agreed to be normal. It's part of the social contract.
Stranger and Freak mission is over here.
It's why Derek can somehow manage to make it through life, is because he doesn't air all that shit out in public, except that he kind of does.
I'll do it later.
You did no customization, haircuts, and tattoos in your original playthrough. Thank you, Derek.
There's a trailer where you can save your
Theo is here. That's not good.
Can
Ban
I
him.
bring these people to the cult?
I didn't forget. Don't worry.
You got yourself a nice car.
When you're in the bush,
Neurotypical should be a slur like your brain works more or less normally, asshole. You know what? You're right.
Clinton.
How's it going there, you old loon?
I'm having just a great
Dude, he doesn't seem very neurotypical though. He might be having some problems.
Director mode actor unlocked.
What would you do in the bush? Well,
Director mode activated.
knife in my teeth, I'd crawl
And the police are on you.
out me a load of enemy combatants.
Why are the cops alerted? What? I didn't do anything. Why do I
Microaggressions.
know wanted level? All I did was talk to a guy. What are you talking about?
And it's everywhere.
This makes no sense at all.
See,
Why
they
on earth would I
profile
have a
Trevor.
one-star wanted level?
Trevor, anybody could have a bullet hole in their chest, but only Trevor gets arrested.
I gotta lose
It's
the cops. I
bullshit.
didn't even do anything.
Neurotypical. That's funny.
Yeesh.
I gotta refresh it.
This is bullshit.
I kind of agree that is bullshit, but it's really funny
Drive
though.
away. Oh, wait a minute. It's
A
not
Karen
dead.
NPC
Dead
called the
end.
cops on you. Yeah, you were suspicious looking, DSP.
I want to lose my wanted level. I didn't even do
I did
nothing
nothing wrong.
A Karen NPC called the cops on me for what? I didn't do
Because
anything.
you were a detractor, and also you're on
did
private
nothing.
property.
Connor says, And if you have GTA Online, there's missions where Franklin, you see how his life advances after the plot of the game. That's interesting.
It's like DSP's
Wow,
private
so I got the
community. You
cops
can't
called
step
on
on
me. I
that
didn't
road
even do
without the police
anything
showing
wrong.
up. DSP just got a
The cops
DSP
just put me on
simulator
call
moment.
for no reason, good reason
This is
at
what the
all.
detractors are going to face. They
This
show
is
up on the
fucking
road,
asshole.
cops already
That's
present.
interesting. Well, can I please leave
You get a
the cops
1-star
and go
wanted
back
level
around
for
to
stepping
my
on
mission?
DSP's street. Way to go, idiot. How would Will battle fail? Oh,
Okay.
who would win in a Pokemon battle, Dale or Phil?
That was really dumb. Calling the cops for no reason. Sheesh. This is America, goddammit. Let me live.
I guess we could settle that because I'm going to do that on Thursday. But let's think about it from like a show perspective.
Well, I'm going to continue to customize my characters.
I guess DSP, because as soon as one Pokemon got lost, Dale would leave.
Police were alerted. Oh. What's wrong with
This
the mullet?
dude just
How
did
dare
a
you?
wake-up
I grew
hyper
in the
beam.
80s.
Who
I
does
take
wake
offense
up
to that. I
hyper
never
beam?
had one, but I still take offense to that. I know many people who
I
had
halfway
mullets
agree
in
with
the
that.
80s.
Yeah, Karen videos are amazing. I was watching this one video of this lady just melting down in a phone store. And people were recording her, of course. And she was screaming that that was illegal and that the FBI needs to come and take their phones and shit like that. Man, what drugs are you on? Can I have some?
Just stuff. Windows, antenna, tires. Thurman?
Ah, so that was you. 'Tis the season for it.
I don't give a shit about no season.
Good, huh? Don't let the regulations get you down.
Best mullet gotta go to Dog the Bounty Hunter? Yeah, it's a pretty good mullet. I'm gonna have to go with Solid Snake, though. Solid Snake has a pretty good mullet.
We're going hunting.
And Captain Planet.
Let's do it. Follow Cletus. Cletus, nice name.
You got something against the name Cletus, DSP? You're not into the rural folk?
I'll introduce you to one of my all-time favorite pastimes. You're gonna
Shooting randomly. DSP also loves doing this.
You see them 3 big satellite
Since they
dishes?
a two-party
A
consent,
decent
I
shot,
bet
and they'll
that's
go
it.
down easier than a whore's drawers.
You're a real pillar of the community.
Half the folks in this town would sell their own mother.
Okay,
And most
I
of
see
the
'em.
other half
DSP had to do a
dead.
hyper lean
Screw
in.
'em. Yeah, that's it.
That's toxic.
Hell, shoot another
I was
one.
watching All My Children, asshole.
No more reality TV for you.
And
Mrs.
that was Married with Children. Basically the same
Didn't I
show.
tell you this would be more fun than a barrel full of pussies?
Ooh, you're a classy date, Cletus. No denying that.
Now drive us up to that abandoned motel.
You got anything
I got
funny
an
to say
even
about that,
better
DSP?
idea.
Drive you to the abandoned motel, okay. What the hell he wants to do there, but alright.
Yeah, it's got too
One of
much
my favorite
profane
songs
language.
ever so
It needs to
far
cut
this
it
year.
out.
Obviously,
We're gonna
Resident
try
Evil 4
our luck on
Remake has
something
been
less
outstanding.
stationary.
Ooh.
Street Fighter 6, obviously, really, really
Nothing
good.
as slippery as
Probably the
that.
best
You'll
Street
see.
Fighter in a
Bajillion.
We'll
years.
take your read.
Shit, that's a long
Yeah,
ass
I'm
time.
trying
I
to
didn't
think
realize they were
what
making
else
that
came
game
out
that
this
long.
year. See, the thing is, I play so
You've
many
got
games,
way
I
too
forget.
much
So
time
I have
on
to
your
look back at
hands.
what I play.
I'm gonna
Man,
consider
it's
that a
just
new
a bit of
clone. This
foolery.
clone doesn't remember
I've
any of
been
those
busy
games.
as hell
What
with the
games? They didn't play
real
any
one.
games. What are you talking about?
Wild organic
I don't
meat
play
these
games.
days, you wouldn't believe.
I play Street Fighter.
Them hipsters will give you their
This
parents'
clone has
lifetime
only played
for
Street
it.
Fighter
It's
and
gotten so I can't even
GTA.
keep up with the demand no more. All this eat local, small batch, farm to table bullshit.
Stationary
You know,
individuals.
I could maybe use another pair of hands if I can get you up to snuff with that rifle.
You keep on criticizing my shooting, you'll be starring in a snuff with that rifle.
Kind of have to dissect that joke a little bit there, huh?
Here we are.
What are we looking at? What's so funny in the chat, DSP? Nothing's being said. Where is Cat, Phil? Yeah, where is she?
I bet you never
Hand her
saw
over.
tires on a car before.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Well, let's see what you got then.
Ain't you gonna shoot anything, Cletus?
Nah, I do this all the time, and I want to see how you deal with a moving target.
He's already
This
been
is
to the strip
perfect
club,
right here.
CL.
Pick a
He
car,
got out of
shoot
there
a
super
tire.
fast.
Good plain old-fashioned
And he also
fun.
said that it was stupid to be in a strip club. Which is kind of true. It's a bad place to build model kits.
That's it, beauty. And again, Trevor.
Yep, there you go. Nailed it. Perfect, DSP. DSP is quite the marksman.
I never knew you were such an agitator, Cletus.
All these damn tourists coming out here to gawp at rednecks.
That's
Get
worthy of
what
a
they
goat
want, I
laugh.
say.
This is the quality content. 15-year anniversary. DSP goat laughing over GTA. DSP should play Force Unleashed.
Nice. Go on, one more, just for the hell of it.
I'm still blown away by that. His first video was complaining about not understanding how to play a game.
I don't know why people got this misconception that, like, I'm just known for being bad at games.
You are. And I remember that segment. I remember being super amped during that whole segment. Because, you know, you got all these super Jedi masters like Yoda lifting up an X-Wing, and he looks so tired when he's doing it. It's like, oh man, this shit's heavy. And you got Starkiller whipping Star Destroyers out of the air. What a hero. Only DSP would mess that up.
Count? I don't even think that counted. All right.
Just two fellers killing time in
yeah, he's looking for money. That's what he's looking for.
Don't get much better than this.
Congratulations to you, breaking 200k subs on YouTube. Very cool.
Yeah.
Derek, you're a little late to this. Please acknowledge Derek right now.
I say. What's up next on the hillbilly anarchist agenda?
Ever saw anything with a
This guy here, Joey's kind of after my heart here. Did you ever have the Game Boy camera? I bought one recently for 2,200 euros. No, yen. Wow. I'm trying to find the printer to print out pics. I just love how the photos look. Yeah, I love the Game Boy camera. That thing was amazing. And I had the printer too. No, my brother had it. He gave it to me.
And we are nothing if not neighborly.
Look at...
So, someone asked, did I ever have the Game Boy camera? No. I got my Game Boy very late. I got the Game Boy Pocket way late in its life cycle. And all I had was Tetris and Pokemon Blue. That's all I had for it ever. I never bought another Game Boy.
DSP, you want to play Pokemon? I still got my copy of Pokemon Red. You want to play?
No coyotes out here.
Roll up, scrub. I'll kick the crap out of you. I've got you, idiot.
No predators. So we got rabbits, we got squirrels, we got tons of different kinds of birds, deer, all kinds of stuff, but nothing really kills them.
Two packs of coyotes down there. Take a few of them out, and the rest should
DSP,
scatter.
animal abuse, DSP.
Oh.
Just sort of search. Some can be 20%. Oh.
Well, sad I gotta do this, but they're making me. Sorry, coyotes. They forced me.
Yeah, I don't really understand. Is Derek behind on the times? DSP's had over 200k subscribers a long time. Derek's confused a lot, huh?
You contact Cletus. Sounds like he's gonna have.
Yeah, this stream is terrible, man. It's so boring. All he does is goat laugh and stare at chat all day.
2 for 1. Maybe if I shot 2 coyotes with 1 bullet, it would have counted.
Didn't he lie about Pokemon like a super stupid lie about having it when it wasn't even out?
All right.
I don't remember that exact lie.
Optional mission completed.
I can't comment on that.
Break our legs.
Yeah, that calling the viewers lazy was pretty funny. My favorite Pokemon moment though is I know some people are divided about the dude, but Tevin managed to get a pretty funny prank going during one of the Pokemon streams, and he was saying that DSP should catch a joblet, and so people in the chat were saying, DSP, look for a joblet, look for a joblet, and DSP didn't get the joke until way later than he should have. It took him almost like an hour and a half before he started putting it together. Oh, okay. He started banning people. So that was pretty funny.
Well, I don't remember where we parked. That's a problem.
What's a joblet? Okay, well, where is it at? Is it like a water Pokemon? Should it be around here?
It's not Jasper. That's a different cat in GTA. Jasper's with the cat downstairs.
Tevin, I feel like Tevin has...
Plus Jasper.
I don't know. I feel like he's grown bored. That's what I think. I used to really enjoy Tevin streams. The best Tevin streams were when he did the Sims House ones. I know Detractor Beam does some Sims House DSP content, and they're pretty funny, but there were few things funnier than Cat getting shot at work. That was funny as shit. And then DSP getting a new TV only for it to be stolen the next day. So his Sim streams were hysterical. And his Back in Time streams are godlike. I really enjoy him putting things in historical perspective. But every single one of his Amber Lynn streams skipped. Huge skip.
Anniversary for this month. I'm glad to hear that you guys are liking it.
He just kind of seemed to grow tired and bored after a while.
Have I seen Silver Linings Playbook? Never seen Silver Linings Playbook.
Fish type. Yeah, I remember that one.
That's a race. That's a race right there. Oh, I remember this bar. He gets into tons of trouble here.
Yeah,
right?
I would think he'd probably be burned out. Weirdly enough, I don't really feel that much with DSP when I get burned out. I get more burned out about the process of streaming itself than I really get burned out about Phil.
12,250.
And that's, you know, it just comes from wanting to not be on all the time. Something that Howard and John tried so desperately to get DSP to understand, that people don't always like being on all the time.
I was looking to get a line
my God.
launch for the
It's a Walmart parking lot.
Trevor, you're still banned.
What about these two?
Whoever wins gets banned.
Sweet. That's a good system. DSP should implement that.
Well, Trevor's banned now.
He's one. Ban him.
I can't ban him. He's my goddamn husband.
Son.
Ain't the internet a beautiful thing, honey?
Wow.
That's what Kat says during her streams. Can't ban him. He's my husband.
I got a meeting.
Okay, but any more bodies turn up in my bar, I swear, I will.
Fun fact, Fish plays
Only
Pokemon
bodies
finished
show up.
Pokemon less time than DSP. I had heard about that. I had heard about
Yes, Mr. Chang, pleasure to meet you.
No, I am Mr.
I also heard that Fish had been able to beat Millennia or get Millennia down to stage 2 faster than DSP did. Let's get some corner gameplay, Lent. You want some corner gameplay? I might have to. Automatic litter boxes. I always thought those things were cool. Do they actually work? Something I lost with DSP is all it feels rage and boredom. Oh. Hideo Kojima in a surprising cameo.
Don't go. Please, I beg you. If you go, his father
It's Derek. This J-Plas dude needs to be banned. Ban him.
But we hear that Trevor Phillips Corporation is serious business. We pay good price. Things work out, we partner. Make big money.
That's where I learned most of my lore from, was from Tevin's Back in Time streams. And that's something that Tevin always deserves a lot of credit for, is that Tevin is really good at remembering a lot of historical stuff about DSP.
Oh, people are being idiots? Okay, hold on. Let me take care of that fast. Sorry, I didn't see it. Get rid of these idiots. There you go.
Chef,
Excuse me.
we're just coming down to see the kitchen.
Well, you can't get here quick enough. Ortega's on his way with some friends. Says he's gonna take us out of business.
Funny that. I told him the same thing just the other day.
No,
Get
what's
here
up,
and you
Jay?
can settle it between you two.
Wait a
Took
minute.
out the trash.
I didn't drive here in this car.
Sure, your
Where did this
boss
appear
don't
from?
want
I had a
this
bike.
crank for his own
My
personal
car
consumption.
appeared to do the mission. That's weird.
And he would remember some super obscure shit. And that's something that is really definitely a gift with how much he can remember.
They want meth.
He could remember what shirt DSP was wearing during one particular begging segment in 2012. That's impressive to me. It really is. Because shit, I can't remember my own address sometimes. I'm sitting there filling out a form and I think, where the hell do I live?
Of course. Good evening, King Mike. If I remember,
We talked about this one again.
Derek has dirt on me. I have to protect him.
Trevor, you ain't got long.
Whoa, manners, Shaft.
Yeah, it really is. And when it eventually comes out that Derek molested some child, DSP is going to pretend like he never had anything to do with it.
I never protected Derek. I always thought what he was doing was really suspicious and awful.
Everything in its time, all right, gentlemen. Please come check out the storage facilities. Go on. Nice, right?
Now, I will say that sometimes Tevin has, but then again, I think this is just human in general. There have been times where he gets kind of defensive about stuff. There was one time when someone was saying, hey Tevin, why do you even bother doing all this? DSP is not going to change. To which Tevin got a little upset, not even so much upset, but rather curt, and he said, I'm not his girlfriend. He's not my bitch. I don't care if he changes. I was like, that may have been a bit more intense than you really meant it to be. Like, I mean, I get the message. I agree with you, but again, the delivery was a little bit harsh. Because he seemed to be saying it more as annoyance at the person saying it than at DSP. DSP plays Baldur's Gate 3 with the promise that he's going to be hard carried by viewers, so Derek, Jade, and GameTuck or drag his ass around matches. Oh god, that would be terrible gameplay. But it would never happen. You can't put up people. Actually, that might be pretty fun, actually. Because then DSP could get frustrated at them and yell at them. Shit, actually, never mind. I changed my mind. I want that to happen right now.
Bomb outside. Alright, here we go.
Those were the only streams that were ever interesting that DSP ever did, was when he was playing with Brian and Tekken.
Look out! On the left side!
They got it!
Man, Phil is going to pretend he never... Yeah, he is definitely going to pretend like he never defended Derek. He's going to be the one saying, dude, I knew Derek all along and was kind of into some sketchy shit. I, like, talked to him behind the scenes, and he was like, Phil, everything's fine. Don't worry about it. People are taking me out of context. And I believed him.
Where's the rest of them, eh?
They're coming around back!
Oh, shit.
Get in some cover!
I'll be right back. I actually have to use the restroom real bad. Sorry, I got to leave you with Phil here for a little bit. Raw Phil. I can understand if people want to leave.
Car won't blow up. I'm trying to make it blow up.
I promise I won't be playing WWE Champions.
Damn, they all ran in a row there and all got slaughtered. Oh, shit. Time for the big guns, big boys. Patunk. Say goodnight. Oh, no. Patunk. Right into it. Oh, wow. Patunk. Yeah! Oh, you survived? Take that, son of a bitch. Damn. Well, a little sky high. Oh, I ran out of grenades. Damn, I ran out of grenades. It was fun, though.
This is a place of business.
Can't even get out of the car, dude. Oh, my God.
I think they're coming through the shop.
Oh, shit.
Let's get to the front.
All right.
Excuse me.
They're coming in the door! Get down! Ortega's here! Hey! Trevor! I guess Ortega Incorporated is still up and running! He took out the boss, man!
Here we go. I know there's another guy back there, but I can't get him. Ah! The dumbass. Only a few left. I think they're running now.
And don't come back!
They are running. They got the fuck out of there.
Go back to the lab and
Nice.
give me a damage report. I should check on the Chinese delegation. They might be catching a chill.
All right, time to recommence the tour, gentlemen.
They're frozen.
I think we have seen quite enough.
I'm back. I was thinking of another thing that is a DSP legacy situation, and it involves Tevin. One of the very first videos that Tevin made about DSP, his criticism of DSP then still stands to this day. Uh-oh. People got banned.
Unmarked, scrap man, mission time, and body count. Damn,
and that thing that he was commenting on was DSP was playing Bloodborne, and he was playing it by over-leveling the shit and over-upgrading to shit and whatnot, and using very cheap, lame strategies. And DSP's defense at the time was, I can play a game however I want. And Tevin made a video saying, you're absolutely 100% correct, except for this one time. And he's basically tried desperately to explain to DSP, you are right, you can play a game however you want. However, if you're doing a stream with the objective of entertaining people, you have to change your perspective. You have to play games in a way that's not cheap or lame or unappealing to watch. You have to put yourself in a position where you're not having as much fun playing the game how you want to play, because people are going to be annoyed that you played it cheaply. DSP has still not learned that lesson.
I received a
not to this
tip
day.
here. A $3 tip from Thanos, who says, destroy them all. Thank you to Thanos for a $3 tip. I appreciate that.
Ludwig was going
That is
off
the biggest
on
tip of
him.
the night, guys. If you are enjoying the
I don't remember
anniversary
Ludwig
run
being
of
that
GTA
hard.
5,
I
we
suffered.
can support it in some
I
way.
struggled against. Who
If
did
you
I
like the
struggle
stream,
against a lot?
Which is great for engagement. Perhaps a super chat, or a super sticker, maybe a membership or gifted membership for the community.
I really don't remember
Shout
who
out
I
to
really
those who
struggled
already did
against,
that
but it wasn't
tonight, 'cause we
Ludwig.
actually had a few, and of course tips. So thank you in advance to anyone who supports it
I
anyway.
remember. Amygdala for some reason was a big problem
let's
for
see
me.
what the Stranger
and
Freak is here, right?
the Shadows of Yharnam. Those dudes were annoying as shit to me. It's no fair, dude. It's 3-on-1.
You're gonna meet a bitch. That's where you're gonna meet one. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
I wonder if Phil thinks he's giving something normal for Derek that is completely different.
Rampage.
Phil doesn't realize he's just playing into Derek saying my name fetish. Yeah, I doubt he really realizes it either. And Stereo's, the reason DSP hated Tevin so much is because he hit DSP to the court every time. He really did. And a lot of things that Tevin said about DSP were things that you really couldn't argue against. And weirdly enough, he treated DSP with a lot more respect than he really deserved.
I said it. Creepy. Old. Motherfucker.
That's worthy of a big-ass goat laugh.
What? Sorry, where were we exactly, huh?
Get up. Sorry, man. We're sorry. Help! There's a guy
Going angry.
Rampage.
You heard that now Post Malone is the new owner of the One Ring? Oh, you can't be serious, Lil. I don't believe you. I've chosen to not believe you because that's crazy and dumb. I mean, well, I guess what I'm saying is Post Malone wouldn't do anything I wouldn't do. If I had a shit ton of money, you better believe I'd use it to buy stupid shit. And now, granted, I wouldn't do what DSP does and buy so much stupid shit I go into debt. DSP lives like MC Hammer. Yo, I've got a shit ton of money. This thing's gonna last forever, right? What the fuck, dude? There's no way I could have foreseen this.
I try to be a good neighbor, and this is what I get.
Phil doesn't understand his job isn't to just power through games. He's supposed to be entertaining first and foremost. Yes, there's a ton of games where you can really easily break them. And it makes gameplay so uninteresting to watch. For example, Demon Souls, if you get a pretty good level bow, you can go through 90% of the game without a problem. And DSP would think that's perfectly fine if he streamed it like that. But no, people would leave because that's boring. And he does that with, oh, people don't want to see me play higher difficulty. Yeah, you're right. They don't want to see anything entertaining. They just want to see you lawnmower through enemies. Has he? He'll never changes. Once he got the money, his real color showed. He never liked his fans. The friend request ridicule DSP showed. He hated his fans and they keep kissing his ass. Yeah, I could almost see the fan ridicule thing being a wholesome thing if you were allowed to roast DSP back, but you're not. If hate is if roasting is one directional, that's just bullying, or maybe not bullying, just being an asshole. I'm allowed to shit all over you guys. What? You said my gameplay's bad. Welcome to Bandworld, idiot.
Sucks right now. 8 seconds left.
Time to die.
No, man.
If I had a ton of me, I wouldn't have changed much. About
8 seconds left, and I had a little bit of health. I was.
Yeah, I think what I'd do is I'd get a bigger house to store crap and then buy a lot of goofy crap that I always kind of want. Like, I'd finally be able to buy Wario World for GameCube. Finally. You see that shit on Amazon? That game costs like $200. Last time I checked, anyway. Not spending $200 on that. Now, if someone wanted to donate it to me, I think only certain people are inclined to be hit by it. Yeah, speaking of that, and Phil, have you seen June the King being kind of an obnoxious turd on Twitter? He did that really dumb thing where he says something that's just wrong and stupid. And then when people say, hey, what you said is wrong and stupid, he says, see all these people who are bothered by what I said? I guess I'm just proven right. And what he was saying was that DSP detractors are often just as bad as DSP. Which, no, that's empirically false. Most DSP detractors are pretty chill. That's why I like this community so much. This is the most chill community I've ever had. I go to Gundam building communities, I'll say, hey, check out my build, and they'll tell me to kill myself. I don't really experience that here. But it was just obnoxious. What makes it worse is that not only does DSP play games in the most uninteresting and cheesy way, he has a dent that handholds him. Yes, so he has never any moment where he ever has difficulty in a game. And it's at odds with what DSP says. DSP says all the time that people like to see me win and succeed and overcome the odds. But this really isn't overcoming the odds if you're playing on easy mode with infinite ammo.
You couldn't keep your mouth shut, could ya?
People issue is he banned people for calling him out, which makes him like Phil, which got him more criticism. Yeah.
Okay. 13 seconds
Just
left. We got tons of health.
stop being an asshole.
Old man? Well, how's this for an old man?
I guess it's June's turn to self-toxify, I guess. Whatever.
Auto aim is so good in this game.
It doesn't matter to me.
Damn, that was a lot. 56, dude.
I told him that he was wrong, and he can
56.
he can interpret that as
kills. I didn't get 3 headshots, and I didn't
whatever he
even know
wants,
about the
but
vehicle,
no.
But I got more than 50 kills. So that was
You're wrong, dude.
Whew. All right. Well, that was a quick one. There's more.
I really don't think any detractor is as bad as DSP. Are they obnoxious and
I remember that.
shitheads sometimes? Of course.
That one happens.
But you actually really have to try to be as bad as DSP. It takes effort.
All right.
Some of Julius Cruz is trying his best. I'll give him that.
Keeps driving the vehicles. Look. Great AI. All right. Very nice.
Man, I've never seen anything like that. Some of Julius Cruz's speed running his own toxification. That was wild to me.
All right.
I love that dude too. I love his content.
Chinese mission,
his streams not so much, but his videos were great.
Nothing over in Los Santos for us to do, so we do all the Trevor missions. So
it's a tiny fraction on the farms that are as much, if not more, demented than Phil, but 99% of us are just fine people. Yeah, DSP doesn't get fucked with nearly as much as he should if people are actually as they're described. Because DSP is extremely unsafe. He lives in an extremely unsafe environment. People know right where he's at. They know right where he lives. They know what times of the day he's there. They know everything about this dude. He would be a tutorial mission in the newest Hitman game. And it's not like DSP has any sort of critical thinking. If you walked in with a reflective vest into his gated community, he wouldn't have a problem with that. Because remember, when he was dealing with his garbage disposal thing, there were a couple dudes with uniforms, so you knew that shit was legit. I could just wear a uniform and walk right in, apparently.
I didn't do a first-person playthrough.
If DSP really had as toxic a fans and crazy a fans as people try and pretend, this dude would be dead.
People wanted me to do it again, so I bought it on PS4. I started within 2 streams. I quit because people didn't want it.
I don't believe that for a fucking second.
So there is no second.
Yeah, he only has $5. Holy shit! I just
7, 8
yeah.
videos
I think you're pointing that out.
I take that back because they weren't hour-long videos
June
back then.
just
they were
had a really bad experience.
Videos,
yeah, what Low Tier God did to him was pretty unforgivable, but that's.
It's only about 7, 8 hours of gameplay.
No.
Okay, so.
Don't get it in your head that DSP detractors are bad. That's just not true.
Hours of gameplay from a first-person.
Yes, now Chris Chan's detractors were fucked up. I'm kind of an odd man out in that I really feel like Chris Chan, what happened to him was wrong. Because I even think like Liquid Chris and shit was wrong. Like the dude's clearly very low functioning. It's not right to do that much to the dude. Now, was it funny? Yeah, a lot of the shit that happened to Chris Chan was pretty funny. But at the same time, it always left a very sour taste in my mouth. Because like, this shit's pretty messed up, dude. Like him screaming at the camera, I want everything about my house off the internet now, now, now. This shit was hysterical. Man, alright, well, I guess I'll go ahead and pick out my house in hell. This shit was glorious.
Chang's father wants something a little larger.
Good night, you go.
Yeah, you put everything on the internet, you get it off. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I mean, since I was a little kid, I got there. I've always wanted to be an international drug dealer and a weapons trader. All right, so I'm begging you. Let's make this happen.
What do I want to play?
You're sorry? You're fucking sorry? I just spilled my fucking guts out to you?
Yeah.
You say to
Tuned
me,
in late, finished a light
sorry.
novel series by binging it for 3 days and feel empty as hell. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Oh, no. You're at fucking liberty. In
Alright,
fact,
so
I'd
let's
say
see.
you are obliged. Who? Fucking who?
And he talks about these things, about how safe he is in his environment. And it always comes off sounding like a child trying to deter someone from engaging with him. If you go on my street, you're arrested instantly. Somehow I doubt that, DSP. I just don't think you have an immense level of police presence at your gated community.
I think he's a little upset. So I'm Resolution asked, when did I start using face cam consistently?
When people started demanding that I do.
I used face cam on and off sporadically for special.
What do I want to play? I wish there was a random select on Steam. That'd be pretty
But I
funny.
started consistently using it every single stream in 2017.
Pick me out a game, dude.
Before then, I was focused more on just doing on-demand YouTube videos, but then the adpocalypse happened, and I had to change my approach to be more interactive because there was basically not enough money to go around on YouTube to make a living anymore. So I had to change up my attitude. And
thankfully, DSP was completely successful in his endeavor.
I love being interactive with you guys. I love having chats when I play games.
I want to play Code Vein or do I want to play Dead Cells? I like Dead Cells. Dead Cells
all for the better.
Trevor Phillips.
Man, I'm going to spend the whole rest of the night trying to figure out what I even want to play, huh? Jesus Christ. That was a powerful goat laugh. That was an EX goat laugh.
It's business, fella.
I want to try this. I want to try this game.
We're at the farm. Ernie, Earl, Walton, Wynn, Dale,
Dale, you say?
Daryl, Dan, all of us.
Start writing those names on tombstones, because I'm on the way to your lab, and we're going to see how much of a family
I hope this game works.
you got when I'm done.
All right.
They're dead, all of them.
It's called Vulture. It's a Japanese indie game. I want to try it out. Can I use a controller? Oh shit, I don't think I can use a controller. Let me reload it.
Relaxation effort into, right? Play around, mess around, doesn't even have to be the story half the time. Just kind of
Exactly, and if people were so crazy, they would blow themselves up in his house and stuff. I mean, just quit playing with me.
You're gonna kill all of them, huh?
DSP's alive because he actually doesn't have any crazy-ass fans.
To the vantage point. Do we snipe? Remember how we do this mission.
This is real life, then a fake laugh, because he told me
I have
this
so many weapons with Trevor, it's nuts. I have no grenade launcher right
I miss his real laugh. His real laugh was pretty funny. I get to the volume, that's going to get really annoying. Manual? Oh boy, I cannot understand shit. I'm sorry, it's really loud. I'm trying to work on this. Is there not like an option select on here?
Go see them Chinese fellas.
I guess verse Vulture, verse Mystery.
You got, you inbred freaks. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll kill the lot of you, and I'll...
Nothing seems to do anything. This is a bummer. There's no actual options on here? Okay, I guess I'll play. Let's do it. Okay, maybe I can change options here.
Look at this guy in the window. He's done.
Right? There's seriously no options? Oh, I can't play this thing. That's too loud.
Double kill right there. Double kill lineup. That was
That's just too loud.
Here's another one. Just kill as many as we can find here.
I'll play it later once I figure out how to actually change all that. But apparently the game is called Vulture, and it's an indie game. It's supposed to be modeled after Armored Core for Answer in terms of gameplay. It looks really cool, but we're not doing that.
So we got a bunch of them early, which is nice, but I don't know if there's any more that we can snipe at this point, or if we have to just go down there now. I'm not seeing any other movement. I think we killed everyone who was outside or kind of like visible. You notice there's no one's alert? No one was alerted and no one's moving. We killed all of them. There's no one left, so I guess we'll just go assault rifle now. With insane amounts of ammo and just go to town on it,
Going to town on stuff is fun as hell, DSP. Speaking of going to town on stuff, let's see, can I play this game? Okay, I agree to whatever conditions you're telling me.
Damn. What's that? First aid? I guess I can use it, yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a free demo if you all want to check it out. Has he gotten any member bombs or significant super chats? Not really. He got $20 at the beginning of the stream.
Two of them. Double kill. Killed two in a row. Two morons. Anyone else?
I'm going to be an asshole on this game. I'm just going to go in here and troll. I apologize for any...
GTA one day. I mean, you got to be
to all my victims for this.
You would think, like, with GTA 6, they're probably going to go that way, right? I would think there is going to be more PC. I think there'll still be crime.
Are you serious?
There'll still be drugs. All that will still be in it. But I think it's gonna have less, like, what they could.
Wow, we're going to have woke GTA. Shut the hell up, DSP. God, you say the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Alright, I accept. Let's do it. Okay, shut up.
It's over.
just... What?
Let's see if we can.
Shut up! Stop asking me questions.
No
Right,
angle.
let's go to sound.
In there, but I don't have an angle.
Oh, these are already pretty low. Okay, good.
Nope. I should go in this door. Go in the basement. Come up from under. That'd be awesome.
That's good. All right,
and
we're done. Let's start it. Let's start it up. Play online. I want to play with some dudes. Okay, how do I play this game again? Let's go to the diamond store. Hell yeah, this shit's easy.
Oh, shit, that's a lot.
He thinks Teespring is woke for banning his toxic scamming ass. Yeah, super woke. No, I don't think it's going to be what DSP describes, because what DSP describes is stupid and crazy. I wish I knew you were going to play this. I would have installed all. You want to play, dude, I'm terrible at this game. I'm so terrible at it, that's why I just goof around with it. This woke, is it in the room with us right now?
What are you guys talking about? It's all over the room.
You must be dumb. Look at all my money. I got all this from accidentally joining one modded lobby, and I got pretty much everything instantly. That's always kind of annoying to me. I'd rather get a bunch of stuff after I'm already kind of burned out on the game, but this time I got it,
no one in here.
Like, I don't know, not that far into playing the game.
Oh, you just want to have broken stuff and everything unlocked.
Actually, no. Okay. What submachine gun do I want?
Nice bathroom.
Hey, look at all this shit I got, man.
No one. I killed them all. There's no one else in here.
I'm gonna be Revolver Ocelot. Let's do it.
We're done. I should go downstairs now.
I'm ready. How do I ready up? I'm ready. I ready up. Yeah, this shit's hype. I love this music so much. There you go. Let's go.
We got Burger Kings. We need Burger King. Burger
Phil uses goat laugh. It's extremely destructive.
What exactly is woke GTA gonna even look like? How would that? What would that resemble?
Ready?
Oh wait.
What?
Wait, what is this? I didn't want any of this. Did I mess? Oh, I messed it up. I moved to profile 2. There you go. Now I'm ready. Let's do it.
Controls. How do you switch shoulder?
I'm not planning on being subtle. I'm going in there and start shooting. Yeah, the music on this game is killer. That's kind of why I like to just go absolutely nuts at the beginning. I want to jam out while we're shooting up the place.
You can't switch shoulders in this one?
Come on, guys.
That's lame. Hello, Ghost.
I know you guys told me to turn it up, but I'm actually going to turn down a little bit because I can't hear Phil. I'm actively defying you.
This is just like a subsistence
Like the video game?
I don't know how many of my brothers you smoked, but you ain't touching this lab. Get out of here. Go on now, get.
Yeah, DSP would start doing that weird gyrating dance he always does. You know the one.
Oh, you're gonna burn, you idiots. Here we go.
You stay away from me.
The kunai.
This lab is all we got.
I completely ignored him.
You smell that?
I ignored him. He didn't kill Trevor. So.
Oh well.
Well. Pretty dumb. I'm definitely gonna blow the place up. Well.
Where are you gone, fuckers?
I mean, he stayed in the.
Man, I'm getting too hyped now.
Going to burn alive.
Wait, how do I change my mask again? Do I have to go back to the main menu to change it? If I do, well, too bad. All right, let's do it. Ready up. Woke GTA is where only men get put in prison for existing, and every woman has a super strength to pull. Hey, there you go.
Too.
Sign me up, dude.
Oh boy. Of course, the slow movie-like walk away as the.
Why are you being toxic about this, DSP? It's not that big a deal.
Why am I not on fire? My whole body should be on fire. Get away from the farmhouse. All right.
Hell yeah, vibing, feeling good.
Well, O'Neill's are dead. So much for them.
My code has been hidden. Copied.
That was a pretty cool mission.
Oh, come on, guys. Do I have to do random lobby? I want to play something. I don't want to just sit here all day.
And you get a nice ATV out of it, right? All-terrain vehicle.
Prior to mission.
Thank
Okay,
you,
so I got to go to
Super Chat.
inventory.
That.
All right.
Hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough so far tonight. So far, so good, right?
Hell yeah, I want to be the Shiba Inu.
I missed my stats.
Yeah, look at this dude.
I didn't press X fast enough. I just realized I was like,
where do I want to be? Cowboy Man.
Well, I want to go back to Trevor's house regardless to get some health.
Beret Man.
This is a good opportunity for
That's
us
actually
to do
really
it.
cool looking.
And let me get JH up on the leaderboard. Thank you guys so far. First half of the stream has been quite
Ninja
fun.
mask.
Hope you're enjoying yourselves. And
where's the other one? Where's my Gray Fox mask?
The split here.
Didn't
I
I
don't know
unlock
if we'll
that?
keep from Trevor all night or we'll go back to Los Santos at some point, but it's good stuff. Thank you guys. All right. So guys, very brief.
I gotta pee.
Need to use the bathroom. Okay, it's gonna be like just a couple of minutes here. I'm gonna mute the mic.
I thought I had the Gray Fox mask. Don't I have it?
I'll be right back. And
Oh, if I don't have it, I
another
don't
hour
have
GTA.
it. I thought I did. Alright, there it is. Alright, I got my Gray Fox mask. I'm ready to go. Let's do it. Play online. Can I do quick play? I want to do quick play. Just give me one. It doesn't really matter. Let's do it. Let's go. Maybe we should do detractor heisting on Discord then. Oh, hell yeah, that'd be fun. Wait, yeah, that's the Doge mask. Oh, come on, not this crap again, man. Just let me play the goddamn game. Do you want to play the fucking game? I don't want to play Safe House Nightmare. That shit's trash. Alright, I'm just going to look for a full game. Maybe someday I'll be able to play something. Play online. Let's see. That has 3 jerks in it. That has 3 jerks in it. I want something a little bit more reasonable. Yeah, let's do this one. This one's good. Let's do it. How far have you made it in FTL? I started unlocking some ships. I'm really bad at that game, though. I tend to just try and beeline it towards unlocking ships and then let myself die. Yeah, definitely doing the whale call, for sure. We're sitting at, what, less than $10?
You know the routine, Fred. Just keep cooking as long as you can, and this will be a nice boost to our finances. I will assist you as much as I can. The Coyopas will not be happy to see you, and they've got help from our former colleagues at Murky Water. So, you will have your hands full, but it will be worth it, yeah?
I imagine so. Let's see, what else do I want to use? Is there like a grenade launcher? I'm pretty sure there is. This is kind of why I don't play this game that much, is because I get really annoyed with how much waiting is involved. I don't have time for this shit, man. Load it up.
Alrighty, guys. I'm
Whales
back.
called, ready to go.
GTA on the horizon. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far tonight. Remember,
Stupid
please
whales,
support the
I
stream.
need my
Like this
tips. Where the
playthrough,
hell are you
liking the
jerks?
stream, super chats,
The liquidity is in danger.
all help. It'd be great to get some more tips. We only got $5 tonight. And today, earlier, was a slower stream.
There you go. He's going to do his begging live.
So it'd be great to get more support in that regard, if possible. Thank you for just chilling with me here.
If possible,
tonight.
hand
All
over
right,
the
let's,
cash,
resume
dickhead.
here. Jade, Final Fantasy 16 was meh, not
Toxic
very
game.
good.
Shitty
Honestly,
game.
The combat is still boring. The plot's
It's a baby
just
game.
okay at this point. It's not
It's
very
retards.
entertaining, just to be honest. So, okay, let's continue. All right, we're heading back to Trevor's. And
God damn it! See, this is what I'm talking about, man. This shit takes forever to get a game.
on YouTube. Thanks for watching. After the fact.
And you're dead. Nice. Okay. This one. Can I do this one? We got 3 jerks in here.
What just happened?
Don't we? Can I do this one?
Right.
Bullshit. Ukrainian prisoner. Hotline Miami. Big Bank. Let's do Big Bank. It's a little bit more difficult, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to be a clown.
At least in this GTA, you don't lose all your weapons when you die. Maybe if
You
you
get arrested, you lose all your shit, yes.
But I lost nothing, right?
This one.
They
Can I
probably
join
just
this
took
one?
some cash, and I have no vehicle. Anyway, I literally have no idea how I died. Thanks to those watching on demand. I appreciate that.
Finally.
Remember,
Let's do it. Let's go.
If you're still enjoying this playthrough, please give the video some likes, leave some comments on them. Engagement is key. the first few videos of the playthrough did incredibly well in that regard, and of course, as to be expected, they are trailing off, but since I am planning on doing a full playthrough of this game over the month of August to celebrate my 15-year anniversary as a YouTuber, it sure would be great if you could give some engagement to the playthrough.
Could be great if, you know, you guys gave me money.
Check it out. So thanks in advance to anyone who does that.
Beg.
Yeah. You lose all your ammo when you get
When
bust.
DSP Will calls, does he just send out a message that says, now guys? Yeah, it's like a coded phrase, now guys. They understand. They know what it means. Alright, look at these dudes. Okay, this dude's akimbo and some machine guns. I've got my kunai. That dude's only wearing a shirt. That's not good. Well, he's just starting the game. And he's really starting to try my patience.
Get back here. You're not even hidden.
That deserves a healthy goat laugh. Let's see, what else we got here?
I've been trying, Trevor. I've been trying.
Come on over.
I'm not gonna hit you, I'm just gonna slap you around a little bit.
I've been trying.
I know.
Many hits. Of course.
Let's see, what else can we get here? Let's get a Bazan 9, hell yeah.
I thought you said you wasn't gonna hit me.
I thought you said you were gonna find fucking Michael Townley.
Let's get some money, slap him with money. Hell yeah. And then flak jacket is good. And then what kind of throwing weapon do we want? Yeah, javelin. That always scares people to get tossed. I get a javelin tossed at them. Jesus Christ, I can't play this goddamn game.
Shut up before I molest, alright? Now, is there anything else?
I looked through the phone directory. I did find a Michael Santa. About the right age, married with 2 kids.
Alright, well, let's try again. Might be able to get a game in by the end of the night.
Amanda?
Amanda? Yeah. You're a genius, you moron. Come on, come here.
Jesus, these goat laughs, man, they have to stop.
Don't you ever not tell me things I want to know.
Wow.
Run, you little bastard. Get out here.
I'm gonna leave when DSP leaves, so if you can get it done by then, that's cool. Please, can I play this one? That's Death Wish. That might be a little bit much. I don't want to ruin people's fun that much. This one seems fine. Let's do it. Please, please let me play.
I'm driving. You can jerk me off if I get bored. I'm joking. You can suck me off.
DSP's feeling is stirring.
Are we gonna stop for ice cream?
Yes.
Oh my god, what'd I do? I did nothing wrong.
By the way, doesn't he sound
Toxic.
like that because he has, like,
Toxic and negative.
Incredibly stupid.
Ice cream? We need a ride.
This game's unplayable. He's basically broken. Can I play this one?
Go to the trailer park. So I need to get a better car. I don't have a car because I lost my car.
I'm about to start just killing myself.
I have no car. What the fuck? I guess I just gotta find one along the way somehow. This sucks. This sucks ass. Here, steal this stupid
It doesn't
thing.
matter
Look
what
at this dumb
difficulty.
one.
Border Crystals. Can I play this one?
I need your car, asshole.
Road trip? We taking this one?
Get in.
Yeah, fuck them.
Where are your people at in Los Santos?
Phil sounds like a toxic ass boyfriend. You could be your boyfriend, baby.
Ooh, look at the light.
Alright, please. Yay! Let's do it. Let's make sure I got my right gear up. Alright, I'm ready.
Wow, look at the weather. That's sweet. Was it like that in the original? Or did they add that? I don't remember this weather being that good.
Y'all want to cook more meth? Yes, please.
Sick.
Where's the support, you fucking
Man,
idiots?
that's so sick.
Oh, I forgot to update the clone counter because that one went to the restroom.
I've ever seen.
Another chapter of the Lost descended on this fine town. Looking to mourn and maybe revenge their dead. I was thinking me and you could pay our respects.
That sounds very sweet of you.
With weather effects like this, why the hell did they look so bad?
Why are we not
in the
loading
GTA
up?
Trilogy Remaster, right? They could do this shit.
Oh, I'm loading into
this
the
shit
game. They're still playing. Okay. I assume so.
Fond memories of this place.
Okay. How was the audio quality on the headphones? Not very good.
If only you guys could give me better
It
neck
sounds like a
phones.
pair of headphones sitting around your neck. I mean, it does have simulated surround sound, which is nice, but it's not good. I wish it was good headphones.
I'm so ready. How much more ready can I be?
We'll find out, motherfucker.
This is lame, Dan.
No, hard to find. Like, what are you talking about? He's tearing ass through all of this. It's like,
Guess I'll just watch DSP until something
bombs to the
happens.
trailers. Okay, we're gonna blow up the Lost. We're gonna kill them
Those
all.
are my gifts for these pricks. Wait here. Don't get killed.
I remember those bone conducting ones. It sounds very dirty. Oh my god! I'm gonna start crying.
Oh shit. You think these guys are from behind, right? Stealth mission?
Yeah, this might not happen tonight.
How do I do it? I guess that was jump.
Fuck! You're Trevor.
Well, now I don't remember how to do stealth. I forgot already.
DLSO heist. Can I play this one, please?
I jumped on the guy. I literally jumped on his ass.
This is sort of like when you couldn't play as that one character in that multiplayer game. Oh, someone couldn't? What'd I do? I got kicked?
Okay, the pistol is a suppressor. Okay.
I like to hope that it's not as bad as Soma's thing. But I just want to play the game, dude. Can I? How about this one? Can I play this one? Don't kick me.
There we go. I take everyone in the camp with the suppressor. Got it.
Player slot available. Yeah, I think I'm done with this game. I can't play anything. Zip tie the sieves while I kill behind counter. Alright, that sounds like a good plan. Let's do it. Let's just load up. Let's just play this. You and I.
I think I recall this being a pain in the ass my first.
I remember beating this first try. Someone took the woman he wanted to play as and threw a fit. Would leave lobbies repeatedly, which I think he made for viewers. And he would rush to select him. What game? That's embarrassing. What game was that?
Okay.
You're playing Left 4 Dead? Everyone's always just joining. Like, I'm starting to get annoyed. John Wick. Cool. Okay, we good. We're not good. I'm not in the game, idiot. I can't watch for shit, sir. Oh, that's right. He's in the middle of the mission. That's why I can't join. Oh. Well, again, I don't really want to wait around. I actually want to play the game at some point tonight. I don't really feel interested in waiting around all day. Let's just try quick play again.
Huh. No, they're not here
I'd
either.
very much like to play this game. It'd be pretty cool.
Something's up.
No, you can join mid-mission? Alright, well, I don't know shit then. That's what made me fall out of Payday 2. Every time I tried to join the lobby, I'd get kicked instantly, or I'd get in the lobby and the leader would never ready up. No, this is terrible. I'm getting really reminded why I stopped playing this game. It's just trash, man.
I wanted to do stealthy, which you probably get a reward for, but oh well.
It was back in 2022, I think. Sons of Miyazaki. Okay, I'll check it out. You mind if we do stealth? We ain't gotta, but still. Sure, I'll do stealth, man.
Oh well, fuck stealth.
DSP's having a hard time with stealth, well, I'll give it a try. Can't even put a suppressor on my revolver. This is bullcrap. Well, I'm gonna have to use my ninja sword.
I'm
gonna use my katana, dude. No, I'm gonna use a sai. Hell yeah, I'm a ninja. And a two-piece suit, that's pretty good. And shurikens and a body bag case. Let's do the English longbow. Is there like a crossbow? I think I have a crossbow.
Oh, excuse me. Right here, this
Or
one.
a beam cannon. Beam cannons are pretty stealthy because if you blow up the whole place, no one can see you. Alright, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Do I really need to still be stealthy, or are they any more here? I don't know.
If this one doesn't work, I'm gonna go play something else.
Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna get any kind of a reward.
Nothing you can do, dude. Just these fucking idiots. They just maltreating Moors. Just kick everyone out. Yeah, dude. They should have worked on this game better. They should have made it so that like I could like load into the game. Now, how is that stealthy? No, that's bullshit. I'm gonna go back to my big guns then. How are you gonna say let's do stealth when you're packing all that heat?
Just a toilet.
Yeah, we'll do stealth, alright. We'll kill everyone on the map, and no one can see us.
Okay.
Try to watch Sons of Miyazaki, and I can't. Oh. What did you find distasteful about it, Falcon?
Alright. To hell with the lost and damned. They're out of here.
I think you're banned for cheating all the items. Hey, it's not my fault, dude. I did nothing wrong. I wonder if I'm still banned from Elden Ring. Probably. Another game where I didn't do anything wrong. The editing? Oh, I see. Holy fucking shit. Ah, that's the end of this. We're done. Done with paydays.
Los Santos. Here we go.
I hate this shit so much. Alright, goodbye, payday 2. Alright, no, none of that.
Fuck.
Okay, for context, I got banned from Elden Ring because I had beaten the game 4 times already, and so I decided to mod a save so I could goof around, and got banned instantly for modding my save. But I felt like I kind of earned it. I beat the game 4 times. Leave me alone.
Who is this guy using my dead friend's tired-ass movie quotes? With my dead friend's alias? And my dead friend's family? In a house that must have been paid for with my dead friend's stash.
That's a lot of goat laughs back to back, sir.
I'll show you a fucking mindfuck. I'm gonna stick my boy in your eye. It's gonna come out of your ear, huh? I didn't mean anything by that, P. Trevor, lube up your eye hole, fucker. Cause I'm gonna fuck your tiny mind, huh? I'm about ready to turn you into rope.
Yeah, DSP is getting a little turned on by all this.
Don't turn me into anything. I just want to be Wade.
Trevor is fucking something else.
Can I play Star Wars Battlefront too?
He's out of control.
Wait, how do I do my mods with Star Wars Battlefront? I forgot how.
You're not gonna get there at all. Can you tell me a story? No, Wade. Let's play a game then.
It's like driving with Derek.
Oh my
Holy
God,
shit.
Shut up.
Mineral or vegetable? I'll go first. I'm nanotechnology. You're what? Ugh. Damn it. I gave it away. I wasn't supposed to say what I am. I'll start again. Animal, vegetable, or mineral.
Sorry.
How about this? I'll tell you a story if you promise never to speak again. I like stories.
How do I
Of
use
course
this
you
thing?
do. This story's about a boy called
A boy named Trisha.
A boy called Trisha.
Matter. Sounds weird. He was weird. He was the smartest.
Okay, so I gotta go to Frosty Mod Manager. That sounds hot. Let's do it.
Region of America. Okay.
Yes.
This boy, he had all the talent, charisma, and guile that a boy could have, but he didn't.
Are we talking about DSP and John?
Become a baseball player. No, he shouldn't.
I don't get why modding is bad unless you're fucking with other players. Exactly. I was just... Honestly, I was just speeding through things. I wanted to try all the different weapons and have max stats for everything. It's not like I do invasions. I don't find invasions that fun. There are a lot of people who do, and I appreciate them for that, but I don't really. I don't get a lot of draw from it. So you got banned, gone for... No, I got banned for 6 months. And then what happened is I got unbanned. And then I didn't delete the save, so it detected the save again and rebanned me.
I'm pretty positive everything we're doing now is not in that first-person run.
That's
we're
funny.
past that point now in the game. So everything we're doing, this is only legit the second time I've ever done it, and I don't remember any
Dude,
of this
what
stuff
the hell
we're
is
doing.
this
Like, I
shit?
remembered
Where'd all my
some
mods
stuff
go?
out there in the desert where
What?
he's doing stuff with the Lost, and I remember the
Fuck
part with
this, I'm
the
done.
Chinese guy, rich family. I remember that, but that's all I remember. Now I don't remember anything else about how he meets
Oh my
Michael,
god, you
what their
can't be
interactions
serious. All my
nothing.
mods are gone.
So this will
Alright,
be
well, I'm
interesting.
done with that too.
By
Star
the way,
Wars is
we
gone.
did receive 100 likes tonight.
Let's play something else
So let me do a fun bubble blow for you guys. Thank you guys very much for your engagement here tonight. Let's do this for you.
Well, shit, I'm pretty much defeated then. I don't know what I want to play. I could do my DSP mod for Guilty Gear, but that kind of got old.
There we go. Any other support we greatly appreciate. As I said earlier today, I had a really
begging time, DSP?
because of stupid Final Fantasy, which is almost done, thankfully. So please, if you could support tonight's stream,
He keeps saying he doesn't remember things and magically does. Yeah, it's a very annoying clone tendency.
Do I have a favorite GTA game?
Banned from online or banned from the game in general? Banned from
I have
online.
different reasons I like each one.
You could play something from my Steam one. I could.
I like.
Well, I have time to load
I
it
like
up.
Vice City because of the time period and the music. I like San Andreas because it's such a cool.
Wait, what's this? Sinner and Kagura. Oh shit, I forgot I had this game.
And some of the cool mechanics in that one, and the story's good.
Hell yeah, Sinner and Kagura is amazing. Everyone loves this game. And it's very positive. A bunch of anime chicks all over the place.
For various reasons.
I don't know, I do have a wife though. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to play this game.
Okay, put the sticky bomb away now.
Okay, I know what I want to play. I know what I want to play.
So, Michael.
Wow, look how cool it looks in this one.
Dead men come back to life.
Let me play this.
It's been nearly 10 years. But you'll keep for another day or so, huh, old friend? Motherfucking fuck! I grieved for you! You weren't even fucking dead. You were my best friend.
Let's do it.
Well, guess who's coming to shit on your doorstep, you fuck?
If only had a better car. It's a piece of shit.
Give me a second, I gotta adjust the audio.
We do still have to drive Trevor into town, correct? Yes. There's nothing else you can do yet. I was curious, when will things be, you know, when will you be able to like swap and stuff? Nothing
Ruby,
yet.
baby.
Los Santos, the city of shitheads. Where else would he be? It's Vespucci Beach.
Alright. I want to play, what? Hero playstyle. Warriors hard. Let's do Warriors. Let's do it.
He couldn't throw, and his coach had a
Is it Peach Beach Splash? No, it's Sinner Kagura crossover with Neptunia.
Planes, this kid. So he signed up to the Air Force to fly all day long and bomb villages and maybe, just maybe, drop the nuke. And it was all going well until one day, just before he got his wings, an evil witch in charge of psychological evaluations told him he was unstable. Grounded him for life. That's terrible. It was.
Yeah, you got $50? Yeah, that's not bad, man. It's $50 for free, basically.
Just as he hit rock
Right,
bottom,
baby.
he met a fat, silver-tongued troll under a bridge. That's cool.
Tevin.
Michelle.
Lady troll? He had tits like one. No, he was a boy.
Michelle is a funny name for a boy.
Well, this was a funny boy.
Dudes, flying around. Let's get to the fighting. I've wasted enough time today. Time to die.
And he persuaded our hero that maybe he should rob people too. And you know what?
Bet you didn't expect that shit. Oh no, you're being toxic.
And they live happily ever after.
Hell yeah, this shit's the greatest, man.
He bought her a pair of fake troll tits, even bigger than his real troll tits. So he'd make more money stripping. Maybe a little on the side without call work, but...
Oh no, you bastard! Get off me, dickhead! Now you die for that.
I'll give you directions.
I'm using Grey Fox's sword from Metal Gear Solid 2. This is the adjustment mod because if you get the Master Collection now, it looks so ugly with all the censorship in the game. I need my blood, sir. Oh, that shit was amazing. Get that ass banned. Ninja Gaiden 2 gave you PTSD? Nah, Ninja Gaiden 2 was my shit back in the day, man. Dude, Ree, you won't believe it. There's a hot chick around here somewhere. Help me out. I'll try and find her. Hey, look at him. He's old. Thanks for laughing at my joke, DSP. I didn't have a lot of confidence in it. Alright, so basically just kill. Got it. I'm on it. You bastard. Now you die for that.
That was never true.
Hope you enjoy your death, buddy. Hey, here you go, too. Oh, you motherfucker. Do I have any other weapons, or do I start it over? I don't have any other weapons. Nope. I'm only packing the sword. And I'm wearing Rikamaru's uniform, too.
The wood department can now be used as a safe house. You can save vehicles by parking them in the driveway.
I remember staying home from school, pretending I was sick to play this game. Hell yeah. Yeah, Mom, I'm feeling like really sick. I feel toxified, and I've been puking up blood. But it should be, it should be done by tomorrow. I don't imagine this is going to be a long-term thing.
Oh, so now we can swap if we want.
Let's do it.
Really? I'm curious now. Hold on.
Why did they censor it? I have no idea why they censored this game. It was for the Sigma edition. The original version didn't have all the censorship. And the main reason that the main forms that it's censored is that you don't really see that much blood. And you'll see it when I chop a dude's arm off. I'll turn around. You can actually see all that bloody stumpiness inside its arm like that. That was removed. They had this purple smoke around the wounds that you couldn't see it. It's very stupid.
You are a star. Never give up on your dreams.
Let's go. Oh, y'all want some? I don't think y'all want some. Oh, you piece of shit. Watch, you're gonna die in front of your friends now. Mop up your buddy.
What's this? Bathroom. Nautical themed bathroom.
Want something, buddy?
There you go. I don't need it. Nautical theme.
Naughty theme, huh? Saying they should have made a definitive edition for PC. Yeah. The thing with this PC version that I've got, the Master Edition one, you have to use a bunch of mods to even restore it to its previous form.
Oh boy! I think I did all the schools, did I not? I think I remember doing all the schools.
It plays pretty well, though. The third one is trash. The third one is quite possibly one of the greatest drop-offs in value or quality of the game from sequels. Like, 1 and 2 were godlike. 3 is so embarrassingly bad that there's no explanation for why it exists. It's shameful how bad 3 is. There's a what happened about it, but essentially what it feels like happened is they said, what's good about this game? Yeah, let's get rid of all that shit. Yeah, get rid of it. Alright. Life increase.
Get a life, idiot.
Okay, so how do I do that far jump? Okay, yeah, okay. Damn it, you piece of shit. How do I get back up there?
So,
ladder.
we want to switch. I mean, we just got here with Trevor.
Hold on, I can do this.
We've been playing Trevor a while. Maybe we should switch and see what happens.
I'll go back up there and try that again.
We got a rampage mission.
Alright, everyone just bear with me here.
And a stranger and freaks mission. Okay. Oh.
Are you serious?
Oh.
Okay,
look.
never mind. I don't care anymore.
Chinese question mark. Like, you don't actually know if that's what it is or not. Alright, Trevor.
Bastard. How do you die for that?
Missions, right? Let's
get a bucket for your friend, though. Like, this just feels so cool. This is such a great game. It really plays into the power fantasy that I want to have in games. I want to feel unstoppable. Like, these dudes are coming at me 5 deep and they have no chance. It's amazing. It's such a great feeling.
We can get him. There's like 5 of us. Holy shit, he killed 3 of us instantly.
Mom, can I come down with a seasonal case of Reed's Google tuberculosis? Exactly, that's the kind of shit. My dad would... None of them bought it. Neither of my parents ever bought it when I tried to pretend to be sick. My dad, he didn't care, though. Because he's like, fine, whatever, stay home, I don't care. But it was mostly because I was a good student, so he didn't really see it as that big of a problem. But my mom didn't care if I was actually sick. I was going on that damn bus. You're actually puking up blood? I watched you do it? See if the school nurse can look at it while you're there. Oh, this guy's being negative. That's bullshit. You can't do graps on me. My yoga's all off whack, dude.
fucking yoga.
Someone say yoga.
Oh no. Oh no.
You dead? Alright, cool. Let's move on.
Nah, man.
Don't stop till I throw you down and ask for a towel. Exactly. These people are in for it. Like this guy, he has no idea what's about to happen to him. That. Holy shit, that dude just murdered that guy.
What did you just fucking say to me?
Stop it! You're ruining my fucking yoga!
Somebody say yoga.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
yeah? How about that?
Whoopsie.
You bastard, quit hitting me. This game's also cool because it allows you to play as the best waifu. So that's cool. You get to play as a Yane. You bastard, get off me. You done?
I got a bit of an awkward situation.
Yes?
Now wait a minute.
What's that,
I do
DSP?
have
What
a
you got for me?
question. 10 years ago, they were pulling heists and stuff. But that means Michael still had his family because obviously he's
Yes.
older than 10 years old, right? So they already knew
Yes.
he was into this life before. I mean, we know, like you said, Amber, I guess, previously.
Oh, yeah?
Previously was like a stripper, and he pulled her out of that life. Right, they had kids, but he was still doing crimes after the kids. So he never really reformed at all.
It's almost like that's why they're still angry at him, huh? DSP's not paying attention. But because he's not paying attention, that means he's figured out an inconsistency in the game. Wait, how is Vader Luke's father? Obi-Wan said that Vader killed Luke's father. Apparently George Lucas wasn't really thinking this through when he made this story, huh? Huh. Wow, I think I really just figured out a giant plot hole in your writing there, Lucas. Fucking loser.
I've been in witness protection. Still am.
That's a lie.
Same.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Where are my manners?
Basically, you can only be sent home unless the school forces you back. Yeah, there was one time I was able to go home from school, and it was pretty comedic. It was downright sitcomming situation. I come into the nurse's office, and she kind of rolls her eyes because I always try to fake sick, and it never worked. And she looks at me. She says, "What do you need, Glenn?" And I didn't even say a word. I kind of held up my hand for a second and just puked all over the floor. I needed a bucket. And at that point, they were like, yeah, he's probably going to have to go home. You can't just keep blowing chunks all over the floor.
Oh no, I remember this mission. What?
She's auditioning for.
Oh, this is a good mission. I love this mission.
What the fuck are you talking about? It's that talent /
Best waifu, Hitomi? Hitomi is a good waifu. She is a good waifu, but unfortunately, Yane best.
She's a horrible.
It's like Phil, he never reformed, but says he has and wonders why people are pissed. Exactly, 100% Phil. DSP should resonate with that character. What are you guys talking about? I've changed. Name 3 ways you've changed. I don't say the N-word on streams anymore. Yes, you do. Okay, I'm just gonna ban this moron.
Let's go, come on.
Now all of a sudden, Trevor's the moral compass. Right. Right.
Enjoy your swim, sir.
Beastbot said if you had started this mission with Trevor, you miss all that backstory of the family before Trevor comes in. Well, I did that completely inadvertently.
There you go. DSP stumbled onto the good ending.
Catch up properly.
I'm good, homie.
She's my daughter. I'll handle her.
Judging by past behavior.
Really, the only changes the DSP has actually done are more or less for the worst. And we never really realized they were going to be for the worst until we got them. Like, him saying stupid shit and being drunk on stream all the time, that was actually the best stuff we could have had. I changed. I don't just say crazy-ass homophobic slurs all day. Honestly, while it is homophobic, it is funny just seeing you go off the wall and start screaming. That was pretty funny. As opposed to what, this? Goat laughing? That's your content now? Ugh, I think even gay people would be okay with you just going back to homophobic slurs if this is the alternative.
Abandoning her like you did me and Brad.
Yeah.
Go back to making taco burrito jokes, DSP. You have my permission, please. Anything's better than this crap.
Still right to me from the joint, you know.
It's a Mexican. He must really like Tequila Gundam.
Okay, that one checks out, DSP.
How you been doing?
I'm getting by. Aside from the loneliness and heartbreak, of course.
You bastard.
Live in Los Santos?
A few hours away.
I don't even have to do that. It's just so much fun.
I mean, that was what, like a 5-minute drive, but the game simulates so that's a few hours away. So that gives you an idea of how much they actually cut out of real life. You know, he's supposed to be living.
Are you seriously pig-splaining
in reality,
condensing size of video game maps?
Cut out all that filler stuff, right?
Yes, DSP.
Right.
Kind of like how Fallout 3 is way too small.
Jade says,
I miss the old Toxic Soul stuff, even the Vestric over whatever. Yeah.
Videos. Oh, cool. Glad to hear that.
Hell, I miss Panda Lee.
Okay.
And I feel really weird saying that, because Panda Lee was a piece of shit.
I mean, exactly, because remember in San Andreas, the further you get out the desert, you end up at a strip. You actually end up at Las Vegas. So, yeah.
Explaining GTA. Love it. These basically relics of video games. He has to explain them to us. You bastard. Oh, wait, you missed me. Ah, hilarious. Holy crap. I think if I ever saw that happen, I'd immediately join you. It's kind of like in Metal Gear Solid how there's the meme of, you know, you get beaten up by Big Boss and you join him. I mean, be real. If you saw a ninja show up and a Zuno drop your friend, I think I'm going to join you.
Fuck out of the way, you stupid idiot. We gotta save Trace.
Only heroes can do a Zuno drops, so. That's still the most broken move in the game, though. It's pretty much instant death against all early and mid-game enemies.
Will have politically correct stuff. I don't know how they can even sell the game. Like, I think they'll still have over-the-top stuff, but I don't think.
Yeah, it's gonna be woke, DSP. That doesn't make any sense, DSP, because there's still GTA Online where they add a bunch of stuff, and it's usually over-the-top, stupid, crazy shit. So, oh, you want some of this? If they were really going to go for a woke direction, they would have done it by now with the GTA Online content, DSP.
Well, I'm not saying they're going to be woke. I'm just going to say they're not over the top.
They're still over the top, DSP. You know you can own a submarine?
Oh shit, Laszlo runs this.
You said you remembered this mission, DSP. That's a new clone. Oh shit, that actually hit me. Wow. Aw, damn it. That's bullcrap, man. You cheated. Spammy grab! He just spams grab! Modern players!
They don't know how to actually play the game, so they just spam grab. See? What are you supposed to do about that? It's invincible.
Worst, Micah Bell or Trevor. I'll be honest with you, I don't really remember Micah Bell that much.
That's it. You're getting a fireball in the face.
I can't really answer.
Thought you were.
I probably have to refresh my memory on Red Block to remember what exactly is going on. With that character, think of the super chat.
Now it's over.
All right.
Say your prayers.
Right.
Wait, what's going on here? Oh, where are your tipper? Where are our tipper friends? Yeah, they're gone. They had to run to the bank and get DSP some money. They're just shoving money at their modem and saying, "DSP, did you get my money?"
No, dude, I did not get your money.
The Merc DLC? Dude, I stopped playing the DLCs back when the submarine thing came out. Mostly because I just got annoyed with how much everything costed.
Oh my god.
That's why people mod. I don't blame people who mod on that game, man. I don't even mind people who cheat on that game, because that shit takes too long. Wait, how does he not remember Micah from Red Dead Redemption 2? The most obnoxious piece of shit in the whole game? The character that you want to beat to death with an oar? That dude? Yeah, I don't remember him. I don't know this dude. Emperor Palpatine? I can't say it rings a bell, man. Megatron? Was he like a new character they added later in? I don't know.
Boom! Get Laszlo! Get Laszlo! Get his ass! Get his fucking ass!
Is this really our commentaries? Get his ass! Get his ass!
Laszlo
He's a piece of
so
shit.
in this one.
Get his ass.
So many years later from the
Get his ass, dude.
Alright, we got some grains of spiritual life.
It's pretty cool they had him in it.
We gotta take the truck.
There, we take the truck.
Take the fucking truck. Oh my god.
I got a deposit on that truck.
Yeah, sorry about your legs, dude.
Get these fuckhead. Yeah.
I jadified that guy.
Crush his ass.
Ah!
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so hard to drive. Oh fuck, it's so hard to drive.
Welcome to the ground, buddy.
You gotta fucking barrel through everything, right?
It's poor parenting. Now, thanks for the fucking feedback. It means a lot coming from you.
Yeah, go nuts! Oh man, see again, if you witness that, motivation gone. Have confidence? No confidence. Let's beat people up with a stick.
Oh, he's taking off.
Look, dude, you interrupted something.
Come on, get the fuck out of the way.
Now you're gonna get composted here,
Gotta
buddy.
crush a fucking radio host, reality TV show piece of shit.
DSP's really dialing it in here at the end of the stream.
You guys like my over-the-top reactions to the gameplay? This guy's so crazy. It's so crazy. It's crazy, bro.
Oh, what? All of a sudden,
I did buy the flying bike, and the reason why I bought the flying bike was to just be able to get across the map quick. I never wanted to shoot anybody with it. It never really interested me. But I like the idea of being able to just hop on my bike and flying all the way to the north. Because that wasn't about all that traveling stuff. But yeah, it became super toxic having everyone flying around shooting missiles all day.
Shit, it handles like shit. Ah! Oh, it handles terribly.
Are you still alive? Holy shit. You're a pretty durable dude.
We're almost on him. There he goes. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Like, the combat's so fun on this game.
Can't make these turns with
You
this
feel
thing.
so beastly. It's so rewarding. It's too bad we don't have another game like this.
Yeah, made that one a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, you have, what is it, Devil May Cry, but it just doesn't feel the same to me. Oh, you piece of crap. I'm gonna kill your friend for that. See that? Horrible. Now you're gonna be traumatized for the rest of your life, which will be over shortly.
He was like a D-list celebrity radio host. No one liked him. But now all of a sudden he's like a reality host. Everyone likes him. What happened in 10 years? Well, I guess more than 10 years. Right?
Did we win? I'm still heartbroken about Ninja Gaiden 3 though. I don't know how you could mess a game up that badly.
I'm slowing down. Oh, got out? Oh, his battery ran out. He's in a freaking electric car. Oh my god.
Excited about a mission in an old game. Yeah, and he's not even doing anything but goat laughing and screaming. It's terrible. Hey, how's it going, man? Oh shit, it carries over my crystal skulls? It's amazing. I don't have enough essence. Eat shit, old man. Give me the stuff. There you go. Hand it all over. Yeah, give me that too. There we go. Very nice. I did all the game with the quarterstaff, unknowingly that the last boss only really takes damage from the sword. Yeah, and the quarterstaff is probably the best weapon in the game. The main reason why is because it's ascended attack, this one here. It does an AoE attack, and it's pretty beastly. Whenever I'd be watching guides on how to beat the game, everyone would say, just use the staff, man. Well, not beat the game, but I was like, when I was trying to do the expert difficulties, I was like, is there any pro tips I need to know? Because I know how to beat this game. And they just said, just use the staff. The staff is dial in and win.
There you go. An embarrassing video on the fucking web.
I tried to beat Master Ninja. I never... No, I did beat Master Ninja. I didn't beat it on the first one. The first one was hard, so I don't know. The second one is way more forgiving, though. DSP, that's not fair. This guy is helpless. He's being bullied. People are punching down on him. I would think you'd understand this, DSP. Yeah, see, he just had an incident where people exposed him. Why does DSP find this funny? He should pause the game and talk about how it's not funny. You watch these dudes are going to get AoE'd to death. They're all running up. I'm like, hey, what's going on? That's what's going on. 4 are you dead? That's what's happening. My favorite weapon to use on this game was the Kasarigama, though. Kasarigama is so much fun.
I was about to tell you the same
Look at that. It's just annihilation. It's the greatest.
FIB agent, right? The one who had the arrangement with Michael to begin with.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
So, remember, we found out earlier. Oh, no, I can park here. All hooked up. A friendship resurrected. With friends like this, who needs enemies? Exactly.
I think we've established who is the dominant here.
During that mission right there, if you didn't notice. But
time for midnight breakfast. I'm gonna have my liquid dinner.
Michael is not
it's a heavy
really
vehicle. Takes more time to stop the truck. Oh wait, what? I never played any DMC except the remake, and I liked it. I've never played any of them. Never played them. Again, they were never available at Blockbuster, so I was never able to play them.
And so what happened was he was in cahoots.
I had that exact same conversation again with the kids at work today. They were asking about different games that I'd played or whatever, and I tried to explain to them that back in my day, your game taste was dictated by what was available at Blockbuster.
So, hold on, because I gotta...
They then lost interest in the conversation.
But if I'm understanding the plot correctly, this might have been 10 years, but I'm trying to catch up now with what we've been doing these previous streams. So Michael, when that heist...
Why are we doing these pig-splaining sessions on this game? I really don't like this.
So he was basically trying to do set up.
That's DSP's commentary. Go laughing and then explaining what you just saw. It's the worst. Is this the chill interactive commentary that we've all come to enjoy? So what you're witnessing here is Ryu is mad pissed, right? And people are in his way, and he's trying to get to his destination. And he's got anger issues, but he also has a lot of deadly weapons. So he's trying to introduce his weapons to the business end of someone's face. And then other people, they don't like that. They don't want Ryu to kill them. They're like, hey dude, Ryu, you just killed my buddy. Don't do that, that's toxic. Meanwhile, Ryu is like, I don't care, and punches him. And then chops their arm off.
Basically be in protection, but not official witness protection.
And there is no witness protection against ninjas. They just kill you anyway.
Basically, Michael is paying this guy.
And then this guy comes up thinking he's going to be a hero and throws me in a wall. Well, then he just watches his buddies get put into mashed potatoes, pretty much.
So the FIB agent is actually a crook as well.
And then what's really interesting about this story is it has nothing to do with the first game at all. Like, at all. They kind of almost treat it like the first game didn't even really happen.
Brad ended up getting shot, not killed.
And then this dude
and going to jail, right?
Gets blown up.
I guess they said Brad died. You know, but they pretended like he did. So it looked like Michael was getting buried where it wasn't or something.
Yeah, it's very confusing, DSP. It's like Dark Souls. You kind of have to put it together. Or Bloodborne, I guess.
But Brad didn't die. Brad's in jail, right? So I'm so confused, right? Really?
Pig explains the game. I don't understand what's happening.
If Brad died, then how did Trevor just say that Brad's been writing him from prison? I don't know. I'm so confused. Right, let's just let the plot roll out.
So this dude just does a big-ass pig explaining session about the plot, gets confused, and then tells people, let's just let it play out.
Basically, Michael is trying to kill Trevor.
This is the worst person to experience media with.
By killing Trevor, you
awful.
got a tape. See? But it all went awry. Brad got shot instead of Trevor.
He's gonna do commentary about how deep this scene is. Yeah, it's really meaningful, man.
So that Trevor wouldn't come after him anymore. And he's been doing this whole setup with the FIB agent for like 10 years. So of course that's why Trevor's so upset.
We picked up on all that, DSP. It's not like you were talking over the gameplay.
I'm not sure.
You were goat laughing over it, but we more or less picked up what was happening.
As we get further into the game, I don't really remember all the specifics. It's been a decade. Okay, let me swap this battery out. Willow, you have a good night.
I guess they're dead. Goodbye, guys. Did I buy this yet? Give me the item. There's so many cool little details in this game, like shaking the blood off your weapon. That's so cool.
I don't know what we could possibly do in 10 minutes. I don't think that's even enough to do a mission. I guess we can see what's available.
Let's kill this boss real quick.
Stranger and Freaks mission or something to do. I don't know if there's enough time to do anything
Significant.
here tonight.
You could do stunt jumps.
Oh, excuse me.
That's significant. I kind of want to do DSP summaries of games. It'd be really obnoxious, and quite frankly, it's one of those things where even if you parody it, it's still just as annoying as the real thing. Kind of like when DSP does parodies of stuff. It's almost more annoying than the thing he was discussing.
Oh, okay. Franklin has a string.
So the game is called The Sims, and like you play as this dude who's largely confused by life, and you scream at the sky when your needs aren't being met.
Is this flight school? Yes. Now wait a minute.
Holy shit, that's a conflict.
Does anyone know if anyone can do flight school? Franklin does have a side mission. All right, let's. Thank you, Only I Sim in a great.
Thank you, IC.
I appreciate that very much. He's my main man, Phil, and thank you to Ghost of Jay who represented for 26 months and big up 50 years.
Are you done yet? Please tell me you're dead.
All right. So let's switch.
That it? All right, let me review chat real quick. Yeah, we got some money finally.
Right.
5 of them, in fact, 5 monies, 5 rands.
Fuck this dog.
Rands. I combined them. Ayn Rands. We got 5 Ayn Rands here. Because she was all about the money, dude. Just saw June. What's June saying now on Twitter? Hold on, let's see it.
But it said there was 2. Hold on.
I want to see what June has to say about whatever stupid shit's falling into his head.
Guns bullshit. Mobs bullshit. Guns bullshit. Guns bullshit. Guns bullshit. Nothing.
June's a damn fool.
Nothing. How does he have 2 missions? Why the hell did it say 2 missions when there's not
June,
2 missions? Look, there's nothing on the map.
The king. There he is.
I mean, we could
He's
do
the king
school,
of
I guess.
pissing me off. Oh, this thing, I've noticed that more diminished rolls. Yeah, I talked about that earlier. Dude's a loser.
I am very confused.
Yeah, it's not a good move for him. Yeah, stand by DSP. That's a winning horse. If you're going to explain the lore, I'll do the same justice because you're going to fail to understand. I have to correct. Exactly. And then if you correct him, he says, "Oh well, I don't really remember." Then why are you doing this segment if you don't even really remember?
Okay.
But I liked his argument that he had with himself, though. That was kind of funny. But I don't really know. It's so confusing. Let's just wait for it to play out. You brought it up. You're the problem.
By the way, holy shit, is this car?
Oh God! Spam and grab. Can't even do anything about it.
After driving the shitty vehicles out in the desert and then driving that semi, now I get to drive a beautiful car here that's smooth sailing.
The Nimpo is OP as shit on this game, though. Look what this guy had. This guy didn't stand a chance. I used 3 of them and he's dead. And this is hard.
We need this lady. She needs to do our laundry and dishes. DSP's running along. That's my dishwasher.
We're almost there. I want to do a flight school mission.
Anti-air shurikens. They don't really work that well. But it's more about the principle that matter.
It's cool to scoot over to the airport.
I'm sorry. Weight limits exceeded.
Here we are. Oh yeah, I remember this.
Oh man, she's got cleavage showing. I gotta look away. I've got a wife.
No, it wasn't. The first in flight school.
Exactly, Fourth Rider. It's really embarrassing.
Is out on the airstrip.
And it was that stupid ass move where you say something that's just wrong, and then when people call you out and say, "Hey, you're wrong," he says, "Oh wow, look at all these people who are offended and triggered."
Let's just do a couple of these.
If you're wrong, dude.
Yeah. Shut up. There we go.
Brad was a POS. Even Trevor was scared of him. You saw how he bragged about holding a woman hostage. Trevor was... Yeah, exactly. And you can't tell me that Trevor really misses the dude. I keep forgetting this dude's a boss. I have to fight. Spam grab! There was nothing I could do, dude. Saul's on the radar.
What's weird is flight school, but you've already done the flying with Trevor. So why did you do flight school after you already had to do missions? Right?
Maybe because they figured you wanted to learn advanced stuff, DSP. I don't know.
No shit.
You're right, it is kind of stupid. They shouldn't teach you anything ever.
Dude, they never taught me how to do this.
I've done it already. I know how to live.
Come on, statue guy. Put your arm down. Now bring me your face. What? That's cheating! This dude's a cheater. Now I gotta kick his ass even harder now. No, that didn't work on me, dickhead.
Drive rush, spam. Mash jab. Mash heavy punch. How long are you gonna spam this move, idiot? Hilarious.
I drove right through it.
15-year legacy, dude. 15 years of mission failed.
And didn't count.
Get that ass out of here.
What the fuck?
Apparently he's doing another documentary on Phil, but considering Phil's been in his ear the whole time. Exactly. And he's gonna freaking get brutalized for this. Because people are gonna point out very clearly how he's wrong about nearly everything. And June's gonna look like a fool. And the worst part about it is LTG, he smells that blood. He still hates June, and he's gonna come out and say, "Oh, look at this! See, I told you this dude did nothing but defamation and slander. He didn't have correct information. He didn't have correct shit." And June's gonna look like an idiot because in that case he didn't. This is the thing. Don't let DSP or LTG be right. Don't let them be right. June level 1 exactly.
Very excited. I was way ahead of myself.
Man, is this not DSP's redemption arc? Is this LTG's redemption arc?
Silver, you fuckers.
This is very confusing to me.
Fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna shut off the game for now. That was fun. I like Ninja Gaiden a lot. Let's go back to, and I counted at least, I think I remember 2 clone changes, so let's update that. Because he said he didn't remember the story, but then he remembered it, and then, what was the other one? I don't remember the other one. We'll just go with just 5 then. Oh, he didn't remember Laszlo, and then remembered Laszlo. I noticed that I told Ketis June seemed to be bitter or petty about stuff, especially Keemstar, other pointed out during that. Yeah, I think... I don't really know what I think about June. June started off on a pretty good foot. He did a lot of research on stuff and did a lot of compilations and stuff. And I think what's happening is that he got into this mindset apparently with Phil where he's putting his money on Phil. That DSP is not that bad. He can't be that bad. Because it does make a little bit of sense when DSP says stuff like, if I did all the things that people said I did, I wouldn't be on the internet. And a lot of people can see that in a vacuum and say, yeah, that's probably true. And I'm betting that's what happened to him. Is that he's going to come in here trying to claim that. Yeah, exactly, Cadence. People aren't going to trust his documentaries. The LTG one is going to be vindicated now. LTG's tantrum is going to get vindicated. This is a really, really bad move. We thought it was going to be DSP's greatest year, but strangely enough, it's LTG's greatest year. DSP's greatest year is the greatest year where he entertains us.
Pretty sure everything should have counted. Gold, beautiful. Knife flight. We got time for 1 or 2 more. I can't do all of them tonight.
Keem should offer June the 50K if he wants to act like a lolcow.
All right.
I agree.
I'm glad you guys are orange. A lot of people are saying they watched the anniversary video.
How did you enjoy that? It was offensive. I'm not even DSP, and I'm offended on his behalf. That video was mean. I'd rather have my wife be called fat any given day than being shown my horrible mediocrity that I've accomplished over 15 years. That's not true. I wouldn't want that, but you get what I'm trying to say. DSP's epic moments sitting in front of the camera. Well, if June wants to defend Phil thinking he isn't as bad as people say, then his credibility is going to... Yes, exactly. Because people have receipts. People don't seem to realize this when they're not in the DSP universe, that DSP leaves out his own evidence. He leaves the bloody gun right there on the floor and never bothers to clean it up. He just tells you to not look at it. I didn't actually do these things. Here's a video of you doing it. That's out of context, dude. Here's further video showing the context of you doing it. Well, you're just making it racist.
It's so easy to do this.
No, this is. That's why I'm not really that worked up about the June thing. A couple of people in the comments were getting a little intense about him. I'm not worried about it. He's gonna make himself look like a fool.
All right. Cool. One more, and then we do the rest tomorrow night.
Obstacle course is designed to teach you how to get better control over your turn.
All right, let's do it. Let's explain to me how to fly.
Exactly,
What I'm
Cadence.
doing here. I'm a professional, for God's sakes. Come on
Actually
now.
needed that.
Everything you've learned so far to
Who has the longest and thickest paper trail leading straight to him being guilty of everything? Like I said, I also sometimes work at the courtroom, and I
Here we go.
for whatever reason, get to sit on some court cases, and it's usually pretty entertaining.
Feel that way.
But people have been convicted on like an eighth of the evidence that DSP has given.
We're slow again, so I'm hoping that overall
DSP is of that, what was it, the CSI syndrome, where he thinks that no one can really be proven guilty unless there's video footage of them shooting a guy in high definition 4K 1080p, and he also has to announce what they're doing, because maybe it's an accident. The person has to do like in Last Action Hero, I've murdered a man and I did it on purpose.
Oh, okay, well then I guess he's guilty.
He doesn't get that evidence can point to a picture that's pretty solid. And DSP has done so much shit that he's ultra mega guilty.
There's just crazy amounts of input lag. It was really hard.
And June's gonna find that out himself. Now, what could be really funny is if June does all this research and shit and realizes that DSP is guilty and then has to backtrack super hard. And that's gonna be really funny too. Because then DSP's gonna start getting toxic about it.
Low altitude flights.
Apparently the trolls, they got the June.
Cool.
DSP always says, in the court of law, this would never fly. You're right, DSP. In the court of law, they wouldn't have even let it get this far. They would have convicted you already.
Nice.
Yeah, this dude did it.
They didn't have any evidence.
Sir, we have 18 terabytes of hard drive saying you did it.
Well, that's really all circumstantial if you really think about it.
Because he can infer things that no one else can. He's like a rabbit. If you cover its eyes, it thinks no one can see it. Yeah, pretty much.
Rudders are good, but sometimes you just have to do.
But then it doesn't really make sense either, because whenever anybody does anything, or in matter of fact doesn't do anything, DSP declares they're guilty.
I'm gonna get the gold.
He knows what game developers are thinking just from one game over.
Nice, I beat the gold time. Dude.
So DSP doesn't need evidence. He could just know you're guilty. He's really gifted like that.
If I remember
but for
correctly,
DSP, you basically have to have satellite imagery of him lighting a person on fire.
Because like I said, the only reason that the flight school was so
Found the Russian one
in San Andreas is because I had the
you want to post it in Discord?
I went back and played it in HD. I remember
DSP has lived an amazingly charmed life. He really has. He's extremely lucky.
Tomorrow night when we play again, we will continue
he owes it to his sense of perseverance. No, what he owes it to is that he flies under the radar. If this dude had actual popularity, he'd be gone.
Thank you. Great stream of GTA5 tonight. Great progress in the game. I hope that you enjoyed.
The side-scroller's interview shows what happens when the evidence is shown in his face. Yes, and Craig was being super patient and nice.
You know, the great environment. Again, for those of you watching on, oh, look at this. I got an opportunity for you. Maybe at Del Perro.
Craig and John both treated this dude with so much kindness. And look at how he threw it back in their face.
Thank you all. I hope that you will join me again tomorrow.
Why would you want to be nice to Phil? Because even if you're nice to Phil, if he's bothered by you, you're an asshole.
Be a daytime stream. If things go according to plan, the next time I play Final Fantasy 16, all right, which should be this Saturday.
Sweet.
I'm gonna beat it.
We'll be done with that shit forever.
That means after that, this game will be a day stream. However, likely this will be a night stream for that Saturday. So we'll probably have a night
exactly. Those are meaningful because when you complete them, Trevor mentions it.
It's like, I noticed you did the flying missions. That's very cool. Okay. This is important to the story later.
You know, hopefully by this weekend or early next week, this game will now be a daytime.
You could see Craig doing the math a lot of times during the
really
interview.
You guys.
He turned his head and kind of looked to the side. You could see in his eyes that he knew this shit wasn't adding up.
Next time, which is very soon. All right, peace out. All right. Cool.
Posting it all Cyrillic, huh?
Thank you, guys. Great stream tonight, like I said. I appreciate that. And so what's the deal for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm not
my
watching
final streaming day of the
tomorrow.
Week, my friends.
I will be streaming Thursday. I'm going to do the DSP Pokemon thing.
Street Fighter 6.
Make this make sense, Craig? Exactly.
Blanca, trying to get him to master level. Will I do it? I'm going to be honest with you. At first, I was feeling very confident. But after the last Blanca stream not going as well as I wanted,
got slapped around.
And after that last Zangief stream being a tanking failure,
you got bonked like someone owed.
I'm not so positive that I'm going to do it. I want to do it. I really
I'm trying to get my Japanese friend into DSP.
Ranking, so at least I have one
I keep trying to talk to him about it, and he changes the subject to something else. Maybe he's afraid of the gout.
I feel like I kind of lost my confidence over this last week. I guess we're just gonna have
to
see how it
you
goes
need
tomorrow.
to introduce this to Japan, because think about how much fun Japan would have with DSP. They might actually like this dude. They might make an anime about this guy.
I don't know. Like, it's not a surefire thing like I thought at first it was.
Holy shit, DSP manga.
It may be a very tough climb with Blanco.
Oh man.
To get it. So I guess
I'd want to get a copy and have DSP sign it.
I will hit it, or maybe not.
DSP, can you sign this manga? What is this manga? It's called Pig Roach Man.
With Blanco.
Huh.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
Tomorrow night on the late stream, yes.
The guy looks kind of familiar.
Or GTA5. So again, if you're liking it, Flight School continues, and now we have 3 characters to alternate between for the first time, which would be really fun. So
who would they even have voice DSP in an anime?
So,
the dude who voiced
thank you,
Okuyasu?
everyone, for watching tonight. Again, thanks to those who supported. And again, I hope you have a good evening.
No, I want Dio's voice actor to be DSP.
Tomorrow. Okay? Thank you, guys. Have a good evening.
I haven't watched a lot of the Didn't See Scrolls, and I always want to. Whenever I see him, I always watch like a couple seconds of it. I think, oh man, this will probably be really interesting. Or, you know, I see the tagline. Then I never actually watch them. I need to power through those someday. Is there any soy-sounding voice actors? Well, Okuyasu kind of sounds... Well, I'm gonna be real. Let's hear it. Yeah, Okuyasu's got a pretty decent voice for it. No, that's not going to be good. Let's try this one. So you can kind of mutate that to be kind of DSP-like, you know? But that's it for me tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Excuse me, hold on. Thank you for joining me, everyone. That was a lot of fun. Not DSP's content. It wasn't that great, but I do appreciate that he gave a little bit of a briefing at the end to basically explain the story of the game that he was badly playing. That was fun. I plan to stream Thursday because I'm going to do the Pokemon thing, this Pokemon Team Builder Showdown thing. And I'm going to spend tomorrow thinking up the teams, so I'll have the teams ready. But then making all their moves and stuff, I'll do that probably on stream. And then we're going to try and fight some randos, maybe. I'll play some random jerks. I look forward to seeing you then. I'm not going to stream tomorrow. And again, a plug again for my mod. I finally finished it. And someone is super toxic and referenced a negative moment. It's the guy I'm watching his Twitch. And I'm basically the greatest. I've got 25 downloads so far. Let's refresh that and see if I got some more. Holy shit, 27. That's basically an immense increase. Pretty cool, huh? If you have Guilty Gear Strive, definitely worth picking up. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining again. I really appreciate y'all. You make this a lot of fun. Whenever I think about how it is that I can really power through DSP, I don't give you all credit, because I say that I can get through DSP stuff because I work with a lot of DSPs at my job. But the other reason why is because you all are hilarious as hell in your comments, and you're very insightful. You point out a lot of things about DSP that are worth saying, and I really appreciate that. Good night, everyone. Take care, and you're the heroes.